Don't know, don't care. Someone else do it.
All right. So we departed from the Blight after killing the Wyvern. We eventually went back into the mountains, started climbing down here, engaged some CSI nonsense, discovering like trails of something. Oddly, no blood. So we just followed it deeper in towards where we once were. And once we got to the above area, the city was gone. So we climbed down to investigate. A couple guys went underwater to see if they could find what happened. Found nothing, so we decided to follow the tracks going elsewhere. And Sovik, you're echoing.
Fuck's sake.
And so eventually we came across like a destroyed deep known village. We found Tarwin, a young little deep gnome. He apparently Sigvaldi took him under his wing. Yep, Sigvaldi took the boy under his wing. We went on ahead. Eventually we found a big goddamn like clockwork mecha dragon thing that was like the size of a city.
Okay. So, you guys are currently standing maybe 30 minutes away from the gigantic metal spider that's carrying the city on its back.
Parn's
and is
currently
digging out the dragon.
Parn's gonna clean out the campsite, get everything packed up. So guys, I got an idea. How much rope we got?
Just got 50 feet and that's it.
I got a 50 feet.
Okay. Sigval.
I also have 50 feet.
All right. I don't know how much is. If we tie all the ropes together, and I have 100 feet total, and knot it. How much length would that be?
350 feet?
Yeah, it should come up to around 200. Yeah. Technically, it'd come to less, but for gameplay convenience, we'll go with 250.
All right, so 250. All right, I'm gonna load up. We're gonna do that, and I'm gonna load it up into the bag of holding. I've got a plan for what we're gonna do to get up there.
Okay.
All right. So how we want to do this? We want to try to go quietly. When we want to go boldly. What do you want to do?
How fast does it look like it's digging? I mean, like, does it look like it's like digging like frantically, or more like taking its time to like examine what it's digging?
It looks like it's digging rapidly, as if it knows what's under there.
Okay. Well.
And you said we're like a half hour or so away from it.
Yes.
All right. Well, then I say we get moving.
When we get to within like maybe 5 minutes of it.
Let's take the the slow method of movement that's in the book, where we have like advantage on stealth checks or whatever as we move.
No, slow movement just means you can't stealth.
Which means you what, Cam?
It means you can't stealth.
Okay.
Normal overland movement does not apply stealth. The slow movement means you can't stealth.
All right, I think we should try to stealth this. So, yeah, I think we should try to stealth to get close.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want stealth checks, Flux?
If we're gonna go stealthy, then I'd assume
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Both times.
Well,
Yeah, me and Sarah aren't that quiet.
Okay, you guys move along the bottom of the cavern, moving up towards the giant spider.
As we get closer, what exactly do we see?
Okay, so what you see is the same thing. It's just a giant kind of bronze spider. It's a giant mountain of the city. On the back of essentially out of the earth come 8 legs of the spider, 6 of which are kind of steadying on the ground, and 2 of which are currently digging down into the earth.
The legs that are steady, are they like, are they? Do they have like? Are they completely smooth? Do they have?
They're smooth, but about 50 feet up each, you can see kind of like joints.
Okay. I'm gonna quiet. All right.
But
He's
hold
like,
on,
From our perspective,
hold on. I said what you saw. I didn't say what Rogar saw.
okay.
Rogar, you see on the inside of the spider, from the inside of the bottom of the earth that the spider legs are coming out of, and the spider legs, they are all permeated with like black, the kind of smoky blackness that centered inside the bottom of the giant, like we're gonna call it rock, the bottom of the rock, and then goes out into each of the legs.
so it looks like it's like extracting something or like absorbing. So,
Well, you don't see anything coming out of the ground into the legs.
I think he says what you see is just everywhere that this is black.
Yeah, it's similar to the like blackened souls you've seen before.
it's like the black and white souls I've seen before.
Yes, this time it's fully black. And imagine it's kind of like veins. It's stretching down into each of the legs.
Guys, do you remember those black and white souls? This one is just pure solid black, and it's like extending in the legs.
That's
What's
weird.
this about souls now?
Black. He's got black vein soul.
Gideon also pricks up his ears.
Because you've never explained this whole thing to these two.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That was a secret.
Yeah.
Tarwin looks confused.
All right.
I don't think
here's the
Tarwin
thing,
understands
guys.
this.
I'm gonna pop as tall as I can get up to the legs.
Long story
I could
short,
do that. I could do that thing you saw where I poof and then reappear. I could see about 50 feet up. I'm gonna keep doing that until I feel like I've gotten 250. And I'm gonna let the rope down. How high are the legs?
Oh, the legs seem to go up. You can't fully judge, but they seem to go up at least maybe 200, maybe 300 feet up into the rock.
I will try to go as high as I can. I'm gonna hand the rope to Zigvaldi. Hold this end. And can this work this way? I don't know how bags of holding. I put the rope in my bag of holding, but I pull a length of it out to hand to him. And as I travel up, more and more of it will come out. Can it work like that?
It can, but you're risking other things falling out of that bag.
All right, never mind then. I will drop the rope down. Keep an eye out for it. And I will start doing that. I will start poofing up to 50 feet, and then.
Okay, you note that I may not have made this clear. These are joints. Like you can maybe wedge your fingers in. It's gonna be kind of like rock climbing. There's no good place to rest on the joint. You can maybe get your fingers in and steady yourself for the next jump, but no, watching as the spider kind of moves as it's digging in, you note that the joints are kind of moving to kind of keep the spider balanced, and you can see that the grooves between the joints are ever closing and opening back up.
I'm gonna have to be careful then.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna try to get to the top. I'm not gonna wait to put the rope down. This is just me going as soon as I can, poofing from joint to joint to get to as high as I can, so I can find a location I can steady on.
Okay.
That's what I do.
So do your first poof and give me a climb check or an athletics check.
Can I give you acrobatics?
No, because that's not for climbing.
Okay. Athletics. 10.
Okay, and give me a second.
10.
Do you get to re-roll athletics? Why'd you roll it twice?
I thought you said roll it again.
Okay, you said give me 2.
Oh no, I said give me a second.
Oh.
Second as in time, not second as in the numerical.
Okay.
So to Sigvaldi and Gideon, I'll just say, long story short, because of magic, I can see souls.
If you guys want to continue that
I'm
discussion,
gonna,
we
I'm
can
gonna
have
hold
that.
the box up. Does this have a soul?
Does it?
No.
Mm, drawing a blank, not seeing anything, Sigvaldi.
Okay.
So you just got something that just might be sentiently an asshole.
So you manage to wedge your fingers in and stay yourself for your next jump, Barn.
Okay.
You know the joints are about to close again.
Right, I jump again. 16 this time.
Okay. Okay. The joints close down right as you get there. You have nothing to grab onto. What are you doing?
I thought let me see. Give me a second, because I have something I can use for this. Where is it? 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 Shadow step, key strike. See. Well, where the fuck is it? Okay. No, no, no. All right. How high do I see to the top from where I am right now?
The top's probably within maybe 3-4 more jumps, and that's not even the full top. That's going to be essentially going into the bores that the legs are coming out of.
So there's nothing I can see to grab right here, right now.
Not right now. Until that joint opens back up. It's just essentially a smooth leg at this area. The next
Alright.
closest thing is the joint at the bottom and the joint back up, then the next upward joint.
Can I slow fall and try to use my monk slow fall to try to like slowly fall and see if it opens up just enough for me to jump before I have to jump.
Make a d20 roll.
Okay. Just a straight d20? 2.
You successfully kind of stay yourself. You're sliding down rather quickly, but you manage to kind of stay yourself. It wouldn't be able to hold you for long, but it stays you just enough for the joint to open back up, and you can latch yourself back in.
Yeah, that's what I do, and then I look at the joint ahead of me. Is it open as well?
It is.
All right, I as soon as I steady stuff, jump there, and I'm gonna go as quick as I can while the joints are open to get as high as I can.
Okay. Give me a climb check again. Or athletics.
12.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then
You manage to put your fingers in, pull yourself up, and then kind of leap to the next joint and do your teleport.
oh,
Uh-oh.
1, nat 1.
Okay. This time, as you get there, you manage to wedge your finger in, but just as you get your finger in, you feel yourself kind of start to slip. joints are
I'm going to try and have my feet push off. And okay, the legs. Let me get the picture of the legs angled correctly. They're like spider legs, so they're not straight up and down. They've got like angles to them.
Yeah, and each of the angles is one of the joints, kind of.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to, from that angle, as I feel my hand slip, I'm going to try and acrobatics myself into the air instead of falling backwards.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. 20.
Okay, you manage to use your legs to kind of push off and push yourself up with enough momentum that you feel your leap is recharged.
And I look ahead of me is the joint above this one open.
Yes.
All right, then I will try to go straight for that one.
Okay.
Instead of staying near the one that I don't know why I slipped, but I slipped. 14.
Okay. You successfully get on there, and you're ready for the next one. You know, as you're getting up, the copper is kind of be looking duller and duller as you're getting higher and higher on the legs.
At this point on the legs, I'm a good, what, 200, 250 feet up?
Yeah, you're about 200 feet up.
Is the spider leg angled enough that I can, like, put my feet down and, try to balance myself on it?
You could, but you feel like you'd be very unsteady.
Okay.
You can see further up is the kind of last leap, and it's going to lead into the cavern, and you
Okay.
kind of stay yourself against the walls of the cavern in there.
All right, I will go for one last leap then.
Okay, give me a climb check or an athletics check.
7.
Okay, there's your port, and you appear on top of the leg, and you're kind of in the caverns. You start to slide, but you immediately kind of brace yourself on the sides of the caverns, like keeping your arms out, so your body's kind of squeezing itself in the cavern.
All right, what do I see in the cavern?
You see a tunnel that kind of heads at a diagonal angle up, and the leg continues up. You kind of see the inner workings of the leg. There's jumbles of like what look like wires, what look like little diamond shaped gemstones, and a continuous kind of oily substance.
Is there a place I can steady myself where I can use my hands?
You could steady yourself on, if you used one hand to kind of grab the lip of where the inner workings open up, where the bronze kind of cuts away and you see the inner workings of the leg, you could grab that part and have one hand free while you're holding onto it.
All right. Now you said right above me is stone, correct?
Well, you're essentially in like a circular little tunnel that the leg is coming out through.
Yeah.
There's enough room for you to maneuver in that tunnel, but just barely, so you keep yourself steady, but you have to kind of use all your... It's kind of like if you've ever been in a hallway or in a short space, you can kind of push yourself against the walls to stay where you are.
Okay.
That's what you're currently doing right now.
All right.
The tunnel is big enough for you to maneuver and kind of do that, and further down in a diagonal, it continues diagonally in that same kind of shaft.
All right, can I poof up a bit more to a location where I'm not pushing myself against the wall?
Yeah, like I said, there's that lip that you can
Okay, I will get to the lip, and once I'm there, I'm going to steady myself, and I'm going to pull out what the climber's kit I still have that we never used. And I'm going to put in as many Tetons as I possibly can.
Titans.
To get as much anchoring for the rope I'm about to hook through it as possible.
Okay, you anchor down maybe 3-4 pitons into the wall.
All right, and I'm going to run the rope through it, and I'm going to slowly lower the rope and hope to God it's an. You know what? In fact,
you gonna tie the rope
yeah,
to it, or you just running through? Okay.
I'm tying the rope on one end and then basically putting it through so that there's a good anchor to the rope. So while they're climbing up, I can hold it, but also I have, mechanical advantage with the climber's kit.
Okay. I mean, if you put like four or five pitons in the wall, you feel like it's gonna. If the pitons aren't holding it, you aren't holding it.
Yeah.
You feel like you're pretty confident if the piton isn't doing its job, you're not going to be doing your job.
All right. I'm going to. With that, I'm going to slowly lower the rope down, making sure it doesn't get caught for as much as I could see in the legs. And in the leg, I went up, and hopefully it's enough rope. Which I have an extra 50, I forgot, because I have 50 in the climbing kit as well. So while I'm sitting there, I add another 50 feet. So it's now 300 feet of rope.
Okay. You guys at the bottom have you been discussing this revelation or just kind of watching Barn?
I suspect you're probably discussing the revelation. So yeah,
Sigvaldi really doesn't care, so it's really up to the bot of our mage.
Gideon seems to have found the same bugs that Robosera was looking at before, and he's now watching them.
Something up with those bugs.
Yeah.
They have
Looking,
mind-blanking problems.
I'm looking at those. I'm looking at those bugs. Do I see anything particular about them? What
like
kind of?
bugs.
So just bugs. That's pretty much it.
You just
1 second.
Gideon seems interested.
1 second. I'm looking
We
up.
tested
the-
before bugs even have a soul.
Damn it.
I don't remember. I don't think we did.
All right. Once I've fully lowered the rope, it can only go up to 120 feet. But I'm going to try and get their attention and cast prancing lights to the maximum range on the rope to just sit there and hopefully get their attention.
Okay.
All right.
They're pretty interested looking at the bugs right now, trying to see if they have souls. You note that the bugs do have souls.
So they have souls. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, nature check. What kind of bugs are these things?
It seemed to,
Oh dear God.
it seemed to be some kind of beetle.
I turn to double check to see how Parn's doing.
You see a rope that's kind of been lowered down and dancing lights in front of it.
I make mention
partially.
to this to everybody.
Huh?
I shall go climb this rope.
Okay. So climbing, I'm guessing, is athletics.
Athletics.
Yes.
Which, since it's a knotted rope, should be a very low check.
Athletics.
No, I don't know if this would have had any effect, but I kept looking at that potion of slipperiness in my bag and wondering if utter freedom of movement would have helped me just climb the spider legs.
So how are we gonna get Tarwin up? Who's gonna shoulder him?
I mean, he's just gonna sit on my shoulder and get carried up by me, like he
Ooh.
has been.
I just
Oh.
realized we're forgetting Bot Gideon.
Carwin latches onto Sigvaldi's back like a backpack.
Uh,
But Gideon grabs onto the rope.
Right.
Gideon starts.
Soon we'll have the upgrade where he runs for me and just make sounds.
Okay, so
Alright.
it takes a good 6 minutes as you guys pull yourselves up. I'm gonna need Constitution checks from you guys. This is a good long climb. Okay. Sigvaldi and Sarah, you guys are doing pretty good. Rogar, you're starting to feel you get up there, but you're feeling winded by the time you get up there.
Parn's gonna say, "Hey, Rokar, you doing okay? Too much of a climb?"
Give me a minute. Give me like a minute to catch my breath.
All right.
Now
What do I
there's-
see? All right.
and- Hold on. Now that there's 5 people in this tunnel, it's getting very cramped.
Yeah.
It had barely enough room just for Parn.
All right,
you
no,
guys
I'm
promise-
I'm moving forward.
Okay.
What do I see as I try to move forward and alleviate space?
Okay. You see kind of a opening. The tunnel opens outward, and it kind of opens into a large chamber where the 8 spiral legs are kind of hooked onto a large central kind of looks
Do
like
I
a
see-
So,
rectangular
actually,
box.
I do want to ask real quick. Is it like pitch black in here? Is this like dark vision required darkness, or is there something illuminating the area?
In the tunnel, it was.
Okay.
Come into
Because
the,
in that case, in the tunnel, I will use my rudimentary understanding of me and the boy talking to each other to ask him to be my eyes to the tunnel in case he sees anything to basically bop me and be like, "Hey, stop."
Okay, with kind of motioning you, or kind of moving your head. But inside the large chamber, there's torches. I want to take moment to talk about Rogar sees. Rogar, those diamond-shaped gems I previously mentioned.
Mhm.
You note that the veins kind of seem to go into the gems, fill up the gems, and then continue down into the legs.
So basically, it's like stuff's going into the gems, and it's like and it's like transferring into the legs.
Going into the gem and then continuing down through the legs.
Does Rogar share
How-
this knowledge?
Yeah. Guys, you know the black stuff? Looks like it's going into those gems, and from there it's going into the legs. It's like-
Are the gems
doesn't it-
like mounted into something, or are they like securely in place, or are they just like
The one,
magically floating?
the main one you can see is in the leg. It's at the area where the kind of the brass covering of the leg gives way into kind of seeing the inner workings. You see a large diamond. What's this 3D version of a diamond? Is it still diamond?
Yeah.
It's still a diamond.
Yeah.
Okay. And you see a large kind of diamond gem, and then then the kind of workings continue down into the leg, and you can't see further into it. But it's like well attached into the workings.
Okay,
We
so
need to
we can't
test
remove it.
Let's not touch the diamond. I think we've kind of learned a
Yeah.
bad lesson about this stuff. Let's not mess with the diamond yet.
I mean, for now, but later on we might need
I kind of want to consult Mage Bot.
Mage
What-
Bot, could you do
what-
an Arcana check on that?
Yeah,
for us?
what does he think would happen should this, let's call it a circuit, get broken?
Yeah. I'm thinking this is a weakness that we can exploit if we need to later.
Yeah,
Um,
obviously not now because we're still climbing.
That's
but-
what I'm thinking as well, but
Gideon doesn't know. This is the same thing as before. Gideon, this isn't fully arcane, so Gideon's not really sure. But
Okay.
doing his best kind of knowledge of circuits, he feels like if something was removed, it's going to mess up the circuit. Especially something that seems to filter through and then into the
Okay.
circuit. So therefore, this would break.
I
the
want to throw an
connection.
idea out before I do it.
if it involves
Does
breaking this
Eddie-
thing, no.
Because I want to know, without actually breaking it, if it can actually sustain any kind of damage by attempting to put a light scratch that won't break the surface of it.
I can
say
punch
I'd
it
say no.
with my magical fists, but
I'd suggest no.
No,
No.
because basically my idea is to basically take one of my axes and just kind of drag it hard against the surface and attempt to kind of leave that kind of scratchy line you'd get if you scratch like a thing of glass.
I hand him one of my crossbow
I'd say
bolts.
no.
No, I hand him one of my crossbow bolts. I think this would be your best bet.
Not unless
Okay.
we're on
with
solid
my
ground.
Damage.
Yeah.
I will ask the boy to stand back, and I will attempt
No.
to use the tip of the bolt to basically nick the surface without actually doing any like serious damage.
I'm gonna just prepare myself to like grab onto
I'm
anything
gonna
solid.
grab the boy and I'm gonna move him away.
What would I do to try? What role do I do to brace myself? Because I'm thinking something bad's going to happen.
This
Athletics.
is specifically what I'm trying not to actually break it. I just want to see if the surface can take damage.
Do an athletics.
And athletics.
Yeah, for Rogar, he's bracing himself.
Okay.
Parn's prepped to poof away because he could take one person
Yeah.
with him. I think.
Okay.
Parn's ready, Nightcrawler.
Kind of dig the arrow in and kind of scratch along the surface of the gem. The gem doesn't seem to react. You note that you put kind of a small groove in it. The gem doesn't seem to be distorted in any way. Rogar, you don't see the blackness doesn't change.
Okay, how exactly does the spider seem to react? Does it seem to be moving any differently, or is the movement more or less just the same as it was?
Yeah, it doesn't seem aware that something has basically scratched up the gem.
Nothing seems to have changed. You guys can't see out into the spider anymore.
Okay.
You're on the inside of the spider, so you can't see outside of the spider anymore.
I
But
assume I kind of
yeah, it doesn't feel like one of the legs faltered or something. There was no shift of equal value.
But does it
I
sound?
assume
Hang on.
when looking at the groove that I kind of felt over the surface of the gem, does any of the other surface feel like it's taking like wear and tear nicks at all?
No, the rest of the surface feels pristine.
Okay, so
If anything, however, it feels old. Imagine if you don't dust something for a while, it kind of accumulates a kind of film of grime that even kind of dusting and clearing off won't get rid of. That's what this
I am
gem
familiar.
feels like.
Okay.
It feels like you can feel like the little kind of pits and
Okay.
grooves of.
So I will let everyone know that I successfully was able to cause. I mean, I wouldn't say harm to the gem, but I have caused a fault to the gem. But I'll also inform them of how pristine the rest of the gem feels, and that in my opinion, if anyone else should ever come to this area, then they're probably going to notice if they inspect this gem that there's this one out of place gouge there.
While this is going on, I'm trying to listen for like the sound of the digging. Does it sound like it's changed at all? Like if it's like stopped digging or it's slowed down?
Give me a perception check.
You can't really hear the digging in here.
Okay.
I gotta
It's
pull
not
one
that
last
loud.
disappearing act, and then I'll be done disappearing for the night.
All right. I'm going to start scout. I'm going to tell everyone to get ready. We don't know what we're going to see in here. get your weapons out, get everything ready to go, and I'm going to scout forward just a touch after I pulled the rope up and put it back in the bag.
Oh, I draw my sword out, and we have a bit of light around us, about the amount of light a torch would make.
Okay. I'm gonna move outside the range of his torch, and I'm gonna start looking ahead. Into the chamber, actually into where the torchlight is. Do I see anybody?
Okay, you see a large kind of basin chamber. At the bottom of the chamber is a large rectangular box that the legs seem to be coming out of. The chamber has light torchlight, but not well lit for like fine manipulation or anything. At the entrance of the or at the exit for you of the chamber, you see two large. Closest approximation for you would be golems, but they're much more wiry and more.
Okay. How far away am I from them?
You're maybe 40 feet away from them.
All right. And there are. You said there's not much torchlight. There's still shadow and dull light throughout the chamber.
Yeah.
From their location, the box all the spider legs go into, is it like in the middle of the room, or is it attached to the ceiling?
It's in the middle of the room. It's
So
kind of
there's space. There's space for me to sit on top of it.
yes.
All right.
So it's not. It's less in the middle of the room. Imagine kind of a basin, so like a dip, and then in the very bottom of the dip, there's kind of a groove. That's where the spider box is, and it's extending out into tunnels further deep into the rock. You can kind of see when you peek your head out, kind of above the groove, and see the rest of the room.
But it's above the golems.
It's under the golems. The golems are in the basin. You're in the groove at the bottom of the basin.
Okay.
And do you need me to pull up like a drawing?
Yeah, that'd probably be best.
Okay, sure.
Let's get a visual aspect to help out, please. Bye-bye, Castle of the Prince.
You guys weren't on the castle.
I was still on the castle.
Oh no, I moved you guys to the Underdark.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then mine never changed. Let me restart the damn roll 20. I don't know why it is. It's always just the first picture change that doesn't work for me. Then after that, everything seems to be fine. There we go. Essentially, what I'm trying to figure out is where can I poof that I can stay in shadow and get a closer look at the golems.
Okay, so that's kind of the basin of the room, and then
Okay.
from that groove, you imagine the rest of the legs kind of come out and go deeper into the rock.
Okay.
You and the box is right here.
Okay.
You kind of came out and you're kind of just above the box.
All right.
The
and
the golems are at the back of the room, over kind of guarding a door.
All right. Is there a location, say, along the wall where it's pure shadow?
Yeah, the room's only lightly lit, so there's a lot of like
Alright.
intercrossing shadows and stuff.
I'm gonna touch Rogar and I'm gonna whisper as quietly as I can. I'm gonna go get a closer look. I'll be right back. If you hear sounds, come running.
Okay.
All right, and I'm going to try to move silently to that point through normal movement and through my porting.
Okay.
So let's move silently. Check. D20 plus 7. Roll and boom. Advantage 23.
You sneak over through the shadows and do a few ports where you can't sneak, and they kind of are you on the side of the golems but in the shadows?
I'm a good, let's say 20 feet away. I'm just trying to get a good solid look at them.
Okay. So you're in the shadows, kind of next to golems, but not fully right next to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What do I see exactly?
You see this image of the golems.
Okay. Does it look like there's any sparking among the wires? Does there look to be any obvious weakness?
No, the golems seem to be
What are they
well
made
put
out
together.
of?
Parts of it looks to be like wooden kind of styled armor, and then other bits of it seem to be metal, kind of inner workings and joints.
This is a stretch. Can I use my carpentry skill to see if there's a weakness in their design?
You sure?
Okay, so that's a d20 plus my proficiency plus you would want wisdom or intelligence. What do you want?
Wisdom.
Okay, so that'd be plus 6. 9.
You can't really. You're not certain. There's no real like pinpoint area that you could say, "Hey, I could strike this and do a lot of damage."
All right, along the wall that they're standing, is there any buttons, any levers, anything behind them that looks like an alarm switch?
No. You do know, however, two large pipes running from the bottom of the ground up into the ceiling. These pipes are maybe as thick as your arm.
But there's no openings or any holes or anything in them. It's
No.
just solid pipe.
They're completely sealed pipes.
Okay. I'm gonna port back to Rogar. I'm gonna move. Let me roll again because I stopped, and you have to roll when you move. Boop and boop. 25.
Okay. You successfully get back to Rogar. You now back into the little tunnel.
All right. What we got here is there's a door. We probably need to see what's past that door. There's some pipes, pretty sealed, but they seem to be pretty important over there. But in front of the door is two golem things. They appear to be made of part wood, part metal. We might have to fight them.
With our luck, that's probably going to be the case. You mentioned pipes.
They're completely sealed. I looked to see if there was any openings we could sneak in. They're just going from the top to the bottom. I'm gonna point them out. I'm gonna have him peer his head around with me, and I'm gonna point him out.
Before we go,
flowing through it?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to check. I wanted to look back at that diamond and see if it looks like that blackness is going towards those the direction of those golems. Does it appear?
So, where you are, you can't see the golems. You're still kind of hiding inside the tunnel.
Okay.
But from what you can see, because you can just make out the box, you see the blackness go into the box, fill the box, and then continue off in two little strands, horizontal from the box, deeper into the rock, and then heading up.
Well, it looks like whatever that black stuff is, it's going further in, so there's a chance that those pipes might be like a conduit.
It's going through those pipes. Yeah, I think it's going through those pipes. You said it's going up, and two of them?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And Rogar, you're sharing the exact same information?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like the pipes are what's feeding this. Sounds like those golems, they're defending the pipes. All right.
So it's probably a power source, or
no,
maybe
it's the fuel line.
Yeah.
Rogar, you see above you. There's kind of enough light pollution that you can't see deeper above you. You can make out enough of the soul kind of sight to see into the room. You see the two tendrils going up, but you don't see any other souls in the room.
This is so big.
All right.
All right.
So looking
Good.
up, I'm seeing looks like the tendrils of darkness going up, but I'm not exactly getting that usual like light pollution thing that I get when like.
No, you are getting the light pollution above you, like trying to look further up into the city. You're close enough that you can see the souls in the room, kind of in this basin. But all you see are the tendrils going off from the box and then up. You don't see any other souls in the room.
All right.
So there's no one alive in the room, is what he's trying to tell you. Or well, at least
we
with a soul.
never determined like exactly if undeads have no soul.
Yeah.
All undead you've seen have souls.
Okay.
At this point, I'm going to turn to Sigvaldi, Gideon, and Rogar, and Sarah, and I say, the only exit out of here from what I could see is that door. We're gonna have to take out these two guards.
So two of them. How big did they look?
Are they bigger? Were they bigger than Parn, or were they large size? What were they?
They weren't large
than
size.
me.
They were maybe 6. They were maybe 7 foot tall.
Okay, so a little bit taller than me.
Alright, they're mainly made out of wood, but they have a lot of metal joints and parts. I don't know what their strengths are. I couldn't find a weakness, but I'm not sitting in this room all day. So are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna sneak back over. I'm gonna be right next to them, and then when you see dancing lights, rush ahead and attack. Okay?
All right.
Hang on, let me check my inventory real quick. They are mostly wood. I don't have any oil. I was gonna say I could put some oil on my axe and light on fire.
I was gonna say, do you have a box of termites? Are we gonna sit here while the termites eat the wood?
But that would take far longer than my other idea.
All right. Parn's gonna go with this plan.
I only
is
have one
everybody
last.
ready?
I could give you my last flask of oil.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I've got. Parm says I got 8 flasks of oil if you need them, but I don't think we need them.
The oil idea was more necessarily so much for my axe, so much as it was also for everyone else's weapons that aren't necessarily going to be good against something made of wood.
So wait for the signal and then attack.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
and Parn's gonna go as low as he can and sneak back
Yep.
over next to him.
Have I explained this plan to the boy now?
You don't. Again, you establish basic commands with the boy.
Okay.
You don't. There's no you. You don't have the capacity to explain this plan to the boy.
Okay, and I don't want to waste our one prepared.
You could
spell.
establish fight and about to happen, but
Yeah.
you can't. The intricacies
Yeah.
of the plan can't be.
Yeah, no, I mostly just want him to know that we're about to get into a fight.
Okay. The boy has his axe out.
All right, I'm going to move silently. 16 and 24.
Okay.
All right, I'm
You-
in position.
You
I'm
slake through the shadows next to him.
all right.
The golems are standing perfectly still, not moving or shifting at all.
Okay. I need a rules question.
I kind of want Parn to break stealth just to see if they're even turned on. But I have no way of communicating this to him.
Stop it. You aren't with them.
I need a rules question. All right. At a shadow step, I have advantage on my first melee attack.
Okay.
Would I be allowed to do my bonus action punches first, then do my action to cast the wand spell?
I mean, yes. The bonus can be taken whenever you want.
Okay. I would like to poof behind the closest one, and then I want to punch it twice with the surprise and advantage, and then immediately pull out the wand and cast dancing lights while I'm behind him.
Okay.
Okay, so that's punch. It's been a couple of weeks. What is my punch? My punch is a +7. So, 15 and a 20.
Okay. The 15 misses. You hit the wood and it doesn't seem to glance. Kind of glances off. The 20, you feel like you struck a good hit. Do your damage.
Okay. It is 1d6 plus 4. 9 damage.
Okay. So the moment that happens, you're going through with the wand.
Yeah,
that
I
was the
instantly pull
series
the
of
wand
events.
out and signal the rest of the group.
Okay. The moment that happens, 2 things happen in quick succession. The golems let out a piercing screech, and Rogar, you see the blackness immediately draw out from the legs. The legs kind of stabilize and go right up the pipes.
It's on its way into the pipes.
So this was almost instantaneously. You saw him pull back rapidly and then up into the pipes, and then out. The legs, the diamonds, the box, the pipes. Nothing has the blackness in it anymore. And the golem continues to screech, and then takes a fighting stance in front of you, Parn, while screeching. And
Okay.
we're gonna need to roll initiative.
All right. Was hoping to do more damage to it before I signaled. Roll d20 plus. What is my initiative? All right, initiative is just straight dex now.
Jesus.
Wow, we all did swimmingly.
We're dumbfounded by what we
We're
see.
ready for the scream.
Yeah. And Gideon goes last because he's a bot.
I was too distracted by the way the black was moving.
All right.
Okay.
I'm curious, Flux. Do we actually have a map for this in a
We're
little
gonna go
bit?
to kind of a let's go forward map.
No, I mean, eventually. Do we actually have like a dungeon map or something?
Let's go back into Dolcroc.
Okay.
Obviously, Montara's not there.
Montara accidentally got. And I'm way up here, right behind them. Yeah.
So imagine the golems. Yeah. You're over here on the next to this one.
I said I went behind them.
Well, I mean, they were right up against the wall in front of
Oh,
you.
okay, then I went to the side. Then.
Yeah. And then here. Box is over here. So you guys were all kind of situated near the leg.
Okay.
Situated near the leg.
There we go. Yeah, he said we were only 40 feet away from them, so yeah. All right.
Hold on. God, you're real stupid sometimes. Really? Hold on. I need to move the golems down because the box that appears when I right click them goes off into the top of the screen and I can't click add turn. You're real dopey sometimes, Rule 20.
It just went up close to see. What? I can't see. Oh, that. Oh, back to my spot.
Par needs to be added to the initiative order.
Move you down as well.
Shit, really? Wow, fuck me.
Okay, well this is a surprise turn, so they haven't acted yet. All they're
Alright.
doing is both of them have instinct started screeching.
Okay.
Alright, so it starts with Sigvaldi then, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Then I am going to pop my rage, which was 10 feet. Been so long now.
10-foot or aura. Think.
Yeah. My bonus. Then I'm gonna run up to this guy, and I'm gonna swing him the axe. $19.
Okay, that hits. Do your damage. Okay. What's your axe made of, Sigvali?
Steel.
Okay. You score a very well placed hit onto the shoulder of the golem. When you draw your axe away, there's no mark there or anything. The golem just keeps screeching.
All right, I have to figure out how to add my rage bonus, and then I immediately make like a rage macro for that. It's like a +2 damage when I'm raging.
Okay. There's not a groove or a cut or anything to show that there was actually impact or that you broke the golem's armor.
Okay. Anything else you could do, Selleck?
Nope, that was all my actions. The rage was my
Sure.
bonus. I added my attack and my move.
Wait, don't you get 2 attacks as a barbarian now? We're level 6.
Yes.
You would and do your second attack.
I don't think that hit.
Yeah, that's-
Nope. That one completely whiffs the golem.
Okay. Now it's
There you
Sal's
go.
turn.
Okay. Let's see. Move there. I'm gonna target the same golem that Sigvaldi targeted.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Toll the Dead. He's gonna need to make a DC check for. It needs to make a Wisdom save. If it fails, it takes 15 damage.
I'm sorry, what?
Failed.
It succeeded.
Succeeded. He gets
Yep.
an advantage on it. Okay then. Then. And so spellcasting was one. It could be a bonus action. I can only cast a bonus action spell if I did a cantrip.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will drop the spiritual weapon to the I guess to the left of that creature.
Okay, let me get your little jack in the box.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching so much Critical Role lately. I'm trying to not get their home rules factored into what I do. Which they have flanking as a home rule.
A lot of people do.
Is that where he is? Okay.
He brings down his. No, that I'm sure that misses. So that's my turn.
It's now your turn, Rogar.
Moving here, then moving.
You see the golems have no soul now that you've entered the room proper.
Good to know. I'll think about that later. All right, I need the
I'll think about that after that.
golem to make a Dex save.
Is this a spell?
I'm gonna use an acid attack on it. Figure I'll just blow my
15.
load. Well, he'll take half this. So he'll take 4 damage then. And that's I got no bonus action, so that's that.
Okay. It's now your turn. Hold on.
Yes, it's Parn's turn now. Okay, well.
Hold on. Technically. No. It's their turn. Technically, your action was the thing that started the surprise round. You don't get
Alright,
into the second thing in the surprise round.
Does Gideon get a turn or no?
For ease of things we're missing. No? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The golems continue screeching. Parn and Sigvaldi, and all of you. You can hear distinct sounds of large footsteps. Lots of them coming down through the exit tunnel, and the golem turns to you, Parn, and throws a haymaker right at you.
So the sounds of the footsteps are coming in from where we originally came in from.
No, from the exit they were guarding. They sound above. You can hear them on kind of the ceiling, but you can hear the thumps of them from the ceiling, but you can also hear kind of the sounds of movement echoing through the hallway.
Can you mark where the pipes are on this map?
Okay.
Because Rogard, you did tell us that the blackness that's come away from the legs is now inside, right?
Yeah.
No,
I did not.
It left. It reached up to the pipe. it's completely gone. You don't see it at all in this room over.
Yeah, there's no black.
Yeah, it pulled back from the leg. I mean, Rogar hasn't communicated this at all, so you guys don't know that at all.
Oh,
It pulled back through the legs and then through the box and then up through the pipes and is completely no longer in the room.
and the door would be right between the pipes, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. If there was a haymaker at you. 10.
Miss.
Okay. And then its leg comes around just as you're dodging the 24.
24 hits.
14 damage.
Ouch. What was my full HP again? 2, okay.
You note seeing the fist that came at you. That fist looks a lot like the fist that put the indent in the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's now your turn, Parn.
Right, so can I move to be where the pipes are, or is that like they're
No,
in
they
the wall?
they go down into the ground.
Because my plan was going to be to knock the pipe, to like try and knock the pipes loose and knock them over in front of the door.
Okay, apparently my weapons already have the rage included.
Okay.
Uh,
Do you want to do that? Do a attack roll against the pipe.
Okay. I'm gonna go full Furia blows on the pipes and just fucking try to knock them over as much as I can, like full everything. So that would be.
You know that door is your only exit from this room that isn't back into the tunnels.
I know, but right now it's more important preventing more enemies, which you said we definitely hear coming.
Yes,
Right.
you heard footsteps and large footsteps.
All right. So 23, 24, 19, and 11.
Okay.
You successfully hit the pipe with all your blows. Do your damage.
Is it still just +4? I could have sworn it's more than that. No, it's just +4. Okay. So 7, 14, 19, 29.
Okay. You successfully jar the pipe loose up at the bottom. You manage to kind of, where you're hitting it, you kind of jar it loose. It's kind of at a bent at an angle now.
But it's staying in place.
Yeah,
not falling.
it's securely still lodged into the ground. You've just broken the connection, and it's now kind of sticking up and then at an angle.
Is it blocking the door at all?
I mean, slightly the upper right part of the door. People could still get in, however.
Damn. Oh, that was everything. That was my bonus attack and everything. So that was my turn.
Okay. The second golem continues screeching and moves over here in front of you, Sigmund.
Does that provoke an attack of opportunity from the spirit weapon?
No.
Sadly, spirit weapons don't count.
There's a haymaker at you, Sigmund.
Miss.
Okay. And then the leg comes through again.
23 hits.
Take 13 points of damage.
What kind of damage is it? Because I have resistances while raging to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing.
That aren't magical or just any?
Any.
Bludgeoning.
Okay, then I only take half damage. I don't know how you want to round that.
Take 7. It's your turn now, Sigmund.
Alright, my aura goes off, which heals for...
Is it 2 or 3?
2. No, 3 right now because it's 5th level.
Okay.
So I get 3 health back. I'm going to You know, I'm actually going to ignore the one that hit me and keep going after the one that we've been beating on. And I am going to make my first attack.
Okay, that hits. Okay. Again, you bring your sword down onto its torso, and when you pull your sword back, there's no wound, no sign of even the blow breaking.
Is there any evidence that it's getting damaged at all?
No.
You know what?
The only damage that seemed to really hurt it was the breath from Bogar.
What about that punch I threw?
The punch seemed to do a little damage, but not a lot.
Okay.
I'm gonna. So I don't know how you want to rule this. I'm gonna try and actually aim for the neck joint.
Okay. Do a attack roll with disadvantage. You miss.
Okay.
The golem ducks down, and as it ducks down, it sweeps its leg again at you, puts its body.
Okay. As a hit.
Take 15 damage halved, and you are now prone.
Okay.
You're swept off your balance. You're prone like a snail.
I would normally put that for slow, but okay.
What do you mean? Stink lines are our slow effect.
Okay, so going after the body doesn't seem to do anything. Alright, so that was all my shit.
Sarah?
All right.
Actually, hang on, I still have a move action. Can I use my move action to unprone?
Yes.
Okay, I will unprone and end my turn.
I believe that pumps up attack, doesn't it?
It does.
I'm still
Yes,
doing it.
but he's not prone, so they're not advantage against him.
Give me a second, actually. No, it doesn't provoke op as I'm reading this. It's very blatant, basic in how it declares ops. So it did attack you. Your turn, Sarah.
Okay.
And he's no longer booted.
Okay. I'm gonna now try Sacred Flame on the same one I've been targeting to make a dex save this time. Wow.
It dodges the sacred flame that you throw.
Wait, he
Alright.
gets advantages on all magic? Okay.
I mean, if they work like how golems normally work, yeah.
I might have to actually wade into the thick of things. Then I guess my spiritual weapon swings at the one I targeted.
The golem dodges to the side and switches past the spiritual weapon blade.
Okay. And then I'll move up a little bit, and that will be my turn.
Okay.
All right. Knowledge check. Is that a free action?
Yes.
Okay, knowledge check. Arcana. I want to know as much as I can about these things. This is just wrong.
13.
Okay.
Golems.
The most basic thing you seem to be able to piece together from everything that's happened so far, you guys aren't doing any damage to these things, and they're hitting you back very hard.
Yep, Sigvalda can attest to the hard part.
That's about all you can really piece together. Those seem to be magically animated like most other golems.
They seem to be or don't seem to be.
They don't.
win or... oh, flip a coin. What do I do? Damn it,
Those
Atlantis.
exhaust things are coming straight out of their shoulders, right? They're not coming out like a thing on their back.
No, it's coming out of their shoulders.
Okay.
Alright, damn it, landed on tails. So I'm going to move here. 2 attacks against the guy we've been trying to beat up. And that's with my magical long sword.
Okay. Long sound.
That's...
Routes how.
does the 25 hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. So, 7 slashing damage. Does it appear
What's
like
your
it...
sword made out, Kiri?
Hmm?
What's your sword made out, Kiri?
It was the magical longsword that we got from the Lich.
Okay, so it's just normal steel. Okay, you slash into the golem, and the same thing as Symbolic been seeing. There seems to be no
Even
no
magic?
marker, but
Even magic. Even magic was afraid, Kiri.
I don't.
Guys, I think
Alright,
we want to
I
run
know-
back.
Normally, I would never look up a creature, but I actually don't understand. This is some bullshit here.
God.
No
damage?
I mean, I'm going to give you my knowledge, tag here is that in my experience, in most editions, Golem's entire thing is they're anti-magic.
But apparently, they're also anti everything else.
Yeah, they can't. They normally some golems can't be hurt unless you use special materials. Otherwise, you have to find other ways of defeating them, which is probably what we're gonna have to do. We can't fight them. We're gonna have to figure out how to stop them.
Okay.
I have an idea.
For
on
my
the
second attack, I'm gonna try and attempt to whack the like those pipes on the shoulder. Assume disadvantage.
oh, it is pipes. I was about to say you can't reach the fucking pipes the farm sitting. Sure, yeah, disadvantage. For all
Yeah, it's
that.
the ones on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, do your damage.
Oh.
Okay.
Does
For what you were expecting to give away, it does not. The pipe you hit just kind of stands resilient, and you're kind of sends tremors up your arm as you whack the pipe with your sword. There is no cut here. This is metal hitting a stronger material.
Dong.
fall back?
My bones.
Okay.
So outside of the last thing is like just saying fall back, and that's my turn.
Okay. It is the second golem's turn now. You can hear those footsteps. They're getting a lot closer. Sarah, you can see shadows through the hallway of a mess.
I thought you said it
just-
was a door, not an open entranceway.
No, it was
It's
an
an
exit
open
to the
door.
room. Yeah, an open exit to the room.
Doors are allowed to be open, Neotag.
Okay.
Sarah, you can see shadows in the hallway. Just large, massive shadows. It's now the golem's turn. It throws. Actually, hold on.
Well, I'd be at home a bit. Maybe we should punch somebody else.
Honestly, at this point, the only thing I can think of is retreat. I don't understand this.
I have a
battle.
dumb idea because as long as I'm raging, I get advantage on strength.
It throws a haymaker at you, Parn.
Okay.
24.
Yeah, that hits. Two fucking humans for once. What do I take?
You take 21 points of damage, and I need you to make a con check.
Jesus Christ. +2.
Okay. Parn gets knocked back a square and falls unconscious.
Okay, whatever.
And then it immediately turns to you, Sigbald, and throws another punch at you.
Bring it! Yeah.
16 points of damage. So 8.
Okay.
You can make another con saving throw. Pardon.
Whatever. 20.
So
Pardon,
salty.
you come to consciousness, but you're still prone.
Does he
Now the
get?
second goal. It's now the second goal.
I want to know what exactly happened. Why did I go unconscious? Was it magical? Parn wants to know.
You
from
got
me.
hit with a
So
fucking
hard.
giant haymaker by a golem. You passed out from just sheer blunt force.
You got hit by a Mack truck.
Okay.
We shall call this maneuver "Still Fuck You."
You kind of just blacked out for a few seconds and then came back to.
I've been hit harder, but okay.
You've been concussed by a giant fist.
Yeah, so do a lot of boxers, Neotech, but sometimes it's just a hit and just knocks them for just a second.
The other golem begins moving towards Sarah. So both Rogar and Sigility can make off attacks.
Okay, because I forgot what we ruled on this genuinely. Did we rule that grapples are attacks? I think I did that once. I can't remember now.
Grapples
With the wyvern, yeah, you grappled it as it was trying to move.
grapples are athletics versus.
Yeah, but they are still technically attack actions.
Yeah, attack actions, opportunity attacks are just attacks. They're not an action.
Okay. Then I'm going to again go for a called shot, but this time I'm going to aim for its leg joint. I'm going to try and see if hitting the joints does anything.
Okay. Roll for damage. Kiri, it kind of moved to the side as your blade came through. You kind of hit one of the joints, and you seem to hit it just at the right angle that it breaks one of the kind of gears. And you note that the golem's leg kind of looks a bit wonky now. But you're not sure if that was from the joints or just from the hit you did.
Well, considering what my hits to the body have done, I'm going to assume it's the joints.
Alright.
All right, so
Okay. And now it. Okay. It throws 2 punches at you, Sarah.
The one hit.
Okay. It punches you squarely in the stomach.
Like, is it like as damage?
Yeah,
Or is that
You take 6 points of damage. It's now your turn, Sigility.
Okay. I keep going with my joint plan or my other plan. Okay, well, first things first, I'm going to pop my aura for a 3-point heal to everybody in my aura that's friendly.
how far is the aura?
Everything within 10 feet of me. There should be a little thing around my token that's a circle. That's only me and Flux can see that.
Yeah, I think only Flex can see that, but everyone's
Okay.
So how much points?
3.
Okay.
And I'm not sure how you're going to want me to roll this, because I want to do something that's going to involve a strength check. I want to try and strength check its head off of its joint.
Okay.
You're trying to like Mortal Kombat this thing?
I literally want to monkey onto this thing and basically put all my might into trying to rip its head off with both hands.
Okay, give me a strength check. Well,
Okay, I'm
first make
raging,
an-
so I get advantage
First
on
make an
all
attack
strength
action
checks.
to get onto it.
Okay, since it's my first attack action of the round, I can attack recklessly to get advantage. So, well, this will be a straight just attack, so it'll be just my proficiency bonus, I think.
Yes.
All right. Going recklessly, I get advantage. 20.
Okay, you manage to grapple onto it and start pulling on its head.
Alright.
Do your strength check.
And I get advantage because I'm raging. 18.
Okay. You pull with all your might, but that head is not giving way.
Okay. Right, so that is my second idea on how to take these things out the window.
It's now your turn, Sarah.
Okay. First, I say that I see shadows coming in the hallway. We might want to.
Wait, did my turn get skipped?
No, you got knocked out. You got
woke up at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Alright then. Do I know where Tarwin is at all?
Darwin's probably hiding still in the legs, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
He didn't
Just
seem to
making
be
sure.
able to muster the courage to rush out.
No, that's fine. I don't want Tarwin to.
Don't look at me, boy. Do not watch all the punches I have taken.
Give me a second to think.
Not just so good father's proudest moment.
I take these blows for you, my son.
God, this is. I don't know. All right. Don't fail me now. I bust out my decanter and I aim at the golem and I yell out geyser. Needs to make a strength check.
Feeling they're gonna be good at these.
Feel like they're
Or-
good
It
at
fails it.
everything.
Okay.
How far back does he go?
Golem's like beep boop. Was not programmed for water.
Free bludgeoning damage and falls prone.
Okay, the golem seems to lose its footing and fall.
And was bringing out the decanter considered movement
Bonus action.
bonus action? Okay. Then so move here. And then I say we may want to consider leaving soon. Move there, actually. Okay, now my turn's done.
All right.
Can't believe it
Right.
worked.
I'm gonna make 2 leg strikes against the leg joints. Come on, let them be good.
Did you say 2 leg strikes?
No, I mean using my magic sword against their leg
Oh,
joints.
okay.
I realize what I said.
I'll strike the leg with the leg. Sweep the leg, Johnny.
The golem kind of shifts back as your sword comes up, and it just misses the leg.
So both miss.
Yes.
Guys, we gotta get out of here.
It's the golem's turn, and the pounding gets louder as you see a large golem come into the room, its fist wreathed in lightning, and behind it, Sarah, you can see a mass of the other golems, like at least 15, 20 of them in procession behind this one.
Technically, I still have a move action.
All right, we need to leave now.
Yep, I think you kind of just skipped my turn before I could do my move action.
Okay, well, what was your move action?
My move action was
You
to
did?
was
And
to
you
run
didn't
away.
know these golems were coming. So what's your move action?
My move action is to move over here. And oh yeah, Parna's awake.
The park.
Yeah.
All right,
The golem throws a punch at you as you move.
that's a miss.
Okay. It just breezes past your face. You can feel it kind of brush against your scales, but it doesn't connect.
Yep.
And are you doing something with Parn or?
My thought was gonna try and grab him, but he's like,
He's
oh, he's
up and
conscious.
he's conscious.
Yeah, the original
Right
plan
now
was.
it's the golem suit.
Okay. A haymaker comes right at you, Sigboni.
Good, he's gonna punch himself in the face.
If he rolled a 1, probably.
Actually, sorry, you used rec. A haymaker comes at you again, Sigboni.
Okay.
Does that hit?
So, yeah, it does. Actually, no, it doesn't.
Doesn't hit you?
No, I have a 19.
Okay. And then this,
I get a 19 because I'm naked and have a shield.
and then the golem moves back and tries to smash you against. 26 hits, I believe.
26 does hit, yes.
Take 8 points of damage.
Thank God for that box. No shit, I think he has the box.
It's now your turn, Parn.
Well, there's nothing we can do. We can't damage them. There's a ton more coming. I honestly don't get this encounter at all. But,
The idea is to retreat.
yeah, I know.
Mhm.
That's what Parn doesn't like retreating, but that's what Parn's gonna have to do.
Live to fight another day.
I'm gonna burn a key point to what is it called? Dash. Move twice my normal.
Okay.
So I get up and then I fucking book it the full 50 feet.
Okay, dash time doesn't work that way, but we'll allow it.
Let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50. Right, yeah, that's
Okay.
where I am.
No, you move. What's your normal movement speed?
50.
That's your normal movement. It's 50.
50.
Even with-
If you had given me the full dash, I'd already be down the leg and halfway down the spider.
Okay.
I move 100 feet normally if I had dashed. I'm a quick motherfucker.
It's now the other.
Barnes
golem's
gonna
turn.
yell out, "All right, we're leaving. Bye."
It's now the other golem's turn. It gets up. You know that the one of the other golems have entered the room. The golem stops screeching. And the golem just kind of looks around and takes a fighting stance. It's now your turn, Sigvaldi.
Okay.
Still grappled around that golem.
I'm gonna climb up on his shoulders and leap magnificently away.
You
Okay,
know
give
that's
me a-
actually brilliant.
Give me an athletics check. Acrobatics, actually.
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me check something. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I hate that so much.
I'm
It happens on
magnificent
Critical-
bird.
It happens on Critical Role too, where you always seem to roll a nat 1 and a 20 right back to back. Don't get that.
This time you got advantage.
Nope. Don't believe he does.
No.
Well, you
It's
leap onto the
things-based.
back and take a leap. You manage to make air. You don't make it very far, and you fall prone.
And I fucking Family Guy pratfall my face.
Yeah, you belly flop.
Okay.
But was that his action or his movement?
I think that'd be both.
No.
Well, his action movement
No,
probably
it-
getting
it
up.
It can only be one.
Was that his action to try and do that, or was that his movement? 'Cause I would argue action.
I'll go with whatever Flux says.
It was your movement. You were trying to achieve movement with it. It was your movement.
Okay, so which means I don't have a movement.
Frankly, I would have considered it a full round thing, but since you were trying to both do something and do movement, but for generosity, it's just your movement.
That and
Okay.
rolling in that 1.
I need a movement to get up, right? So I don't have that anymore. Okay, then bonus action heal, and that's my turn.
Full defense. Well, no, you can't do that. You could dodge.
I mean,
You do that would make it just a flat to hit you with melee instead of vantage.
Yeah.
To hit you with melee.
Yeah.
You could start doing the breakdancing on the floor and try to avoid hits.
All right. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do a dodge action.
Okay. Now your turn, Sarah.
As I invent breakdance fighting.
Capoeira, bitch.
God, I don't
I've
know.
been trained.
I guess I
You
point
just
my
saw
decanter.
Parn fucking swoosh back past you, like. And
Think,
yell,
pretend he's
"Stop,
the
no!"
barbarian. Pretend he's the barbarian.
About as far as I can move. All right. I aim my decanter of water at the big guy. He needs to make a strength saving throw.
I somehow think he's gonna be a bit swole.
You never know.
Lightning
No,
fist.
no, he made that.
Maybe the water does something to him since he apparently has a lightning fist.
Hey, Sarah,
I'd be scared.
Yeah,
that spray is a continuous spray, isn't it?
it's a geyser shot.
Yeah, it's just a really intensive shot. It's not continuous anymore.
No, but it's a continual line connecting the decanter.
I don't think it
Golem.
is anymore.
Okay.
It's basically a quick burst from a fire hose.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's not a
gotcha.
continuous line.
Okay, we're good. It's about to say, you know that tale about peeing on electrical fences?
We're keeping peace in Alabama, not.
Yeah, I'm actually curious. Does he take any ill effects from suddenly having electricity where it's not supposed to be all over his body?
The golem?
Hold on,
Doesn't
we'll
seem
let
to
it
be
find out.
phased.
God, these goddamn things are OP as fuck.
I have, and then as my
I
bonus
really
action,
would like to just fight some normal humans or something for once. Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, that's boring.
and as my bonus action, I use my spiritual weapon to attack the big guy.
Okay,
Ah,
16?
that connects.
Yay!
go for the wires.
10 force damage.
Okay, you make a small groove onto him. He doesn't seem to be phased by it, but you know there's a nick where the cut happened. There's more than be a set of Sigvaldi or Rogar's cuts.
Alright. It's good to know.
Alright.
Rogar.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And my action will be activating Cantrip Blade Ward. So that way I'll take half bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage.
So are we all abandoning Sigvaldi? Is that
He's
it?
got. We got the box. Someone has the box, right?
No, Sigvaldi had the box last time.
Oh
No,
shh!
Sarah had the box.
Then Sigvaldi took the box away to show it to Rogar,
Oh,
and I never said
shit.
he gave it back. Sigvaldi has the box.
How can Sigvaldi have the
Because
Right.
Sigvaldi took the box to show Rogar to ask, does this have a soul? It was right at the start of the session.
Okay.
Is that your turn, Rogar?
Yeah, that's my turn. Unless, yeah, because I can't do like dashing.
I mean, you could have, but you
Oh, I can't.
used the cantrip instead.
All right. All right. So okay. Next turn. That'll be my thing.
Okay, it's the golem's turn. And walks up to Sigvaldi. Does a haymaker right at you.
Nope.
Okay, you dodge to the side as the fist impacts to the ground, and you see that familiar imprint.
Dun, 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 dun.
You know, the golem moves over.
I'm a trained bitch.
Does the same thing.
Did we rule defender or attacker wins a tie?
I
The
thought
defender wins.
full defender wins.
Then it's a miss.
Okay. The big golem moves over.
This is going to hurt.
Well, he only needs to roll a 10 or lower for him to miss.
Does 90 bludgeoning damage, half to exactly my HP. And a miss.
Sigvaldi's fucking breakdance dodging on the ground.
And a miss.
God damn it, he's Eddie Gordo.
I've turned into Afro Samurai.
Ah, shit.
You're just being a dick. At
Yeah,
this
that one
point.
connects.
Sorry, Sylvek, but it looks like you might be getting character number 3.
I mean, it's his own damn fault. He did something
Take
really
30
stupid.
damage.
Half to 15.
Okay. No, you have the 10. The other bit's force. You take full 16 from that one.
Okay.
Make a con check.
Alright, hang on a second. Con check, you said?
Yep. Okay. It hurt like hell, but you managed to kind of stay conscious. You faded out for like half a second. Your will went black, but you're still, well, not up, but awake. The other golem books it at you, Sarah. As it gets close to you, it throws a punch right at your face. 25,
Yeah, that hits.
17 damage, make a con check. Sarah is knocked backwards. Rogar, make a dex save. Make a dex check.
Ah, shit.
Okay. Sarah's knocked backwards, but Rogar manages to grab her as she passes out unconscious.
Okay.
Parn's turn yet?
It is now Parn's turn.
Parn's gonna yell at Sigvaldi. When you can, run forward! And with that, he's going to burn 2 key points and cast silence. Not silence, darkness. Centered here. So everyone has disadvantages, but hopefully it'll be enough for Sigvaldi to get the fuck out of there.
I mean, Sigvaldi won't be able to see check fucking shit.
Biggest darkness.
Let me look.
Wasn't it like 20
Yes,
feet?
he won't be able to. That's why I yelled out, "Run forward." Get out.
I'm on the ground. There is no forward.
Whatever.
He's in space. This direction is
Run
relative.
forward. You mean the sky?
Darkness.
Dig up, stupid.
15 feet radius.
It's also kind of ruins
Circle.
what I was going to do, but okay.
Centered it on the northern golem, right?
Right here.
Right there. Okay.
I was just gonna chuck the box and trust it to be not a douche for once.
I mean, you could if you want. You don't.
Yeah, but I have to
enough-
get out of the darkness, otherwise I'm just gonna be blindly throwing it. I was gonna throw it at somebody. That's fine. No, I can make the darkness plan work too.
Ah!
Whoa!
Darkness everywhere.
Darkness imprisoning me. All
Oh,
I
that's-
see. Absolute
Damn it, I
horror.
activated darkness as a 9th level spell.
Spirit of the Master says you need me. It's like defensible darkness.
Okay. It's now Sigvaldi. Is that your turn, Parn?
No, I'm gonna. So Sarah's in Rogar's arms, right?
Yes. The other golem is looking at them menacingly.
Okay, Parn. Let me look at Parn's HP. Parn has 26 HP. Forgot to add 3 from fucking Sigvaldi. Parn's gonna walk up. He's gonna stick out his tongue.
Okay.
And
Broke
then
attack
that-
of opportunity.
Yeah. That's...
Sweep the leg. Hey,
Ah,
maker.
shit, they don't have a sense of humor.
And then that's gonna be Pard's turn.
So, are you trying to kiss it or lick it?
No, I'm sticking out my tongue. I'm trying to get his attention. I'm trying to.
Blow raspberry?
That's a very bad way of getting your attention.
What can I do with a minor action? Can I throw an object, but does not?
I mean,
inflict
minor
damage?
actions technically don't exist, so
You have a bonus and a free action. So sticking your tongue out would, I guess, count as interacting with the world, so that would be your free.
Can I throw something without intending to do damage?
Yeah, you can just chuck something.
I chuck a flask of oil at it and say
No.
No, I was gonna.
No.
All right,
I'm
what
not-
can I throw? All right, what can
Chucking
I throw?
flasks is not a free action.
Okay. What can I throw at it then? What would you allow?
Hold on.
I can like pull out a ration and throw that at it, just like, you look hungry, Vroom, and then stick my tongue out at it.
I guess, yeah, you could do that if you want.
All right, that's what I do.
Okay.
it's too much to ask for the box to have a Vegeta explodes button, right? This would be the moment for it.
It's now your turn,
Vegeta.
Scotty. You're in
Alright.
complete fucking darkness.
Well, I'm gonna have to use my movement to get up.
Okay.
Which uses my whole movement, I assume.
Can't you?
So
Oh,
now-
God, that's right. double movement.
now
doesn't
I-
exist.
I'm going to heal my aura.
Wait a second.
Dark and cold in here.
And
Wait a
since
minute.
it's dark in here,
Think of
and
chickens.
there's only two things that can keep my rage going: attacking at something or being hit by something. I'm going to swing, hopefully hitting something, so my rage doesn't end now. That's turning off my healing.
Wouldn't you want to double?
Thank
move?
you, Parn.
You can do the dash action, stand up prone, and move equal to half your speed. I think I'm looking it up.
I mean, that's still only 20 feet for me.
Technically, dash is increase your movement speed and not a double action, but I allow it for Parn, so if you wanted to do that, you could.
You could try to dash through.
Okay, if that is allowed, then I will attempt to book it through. Do you want me to roll something to make sure I don't just run straight first to a golem?
Give me a 1d9. We're doing old school Warhammer scatter rules here.
Tell you what. There we go.
Okay. You just book it straight.
Yeah, whatever direction I think is safe. 20 feet.
Okay, you run right smack dab into the wall.
It's the chickens all over again.
But you're
Alright, at
free.
least now I can see. Alright, I guess that's my turn. That's all my stuff.
Sarah, will you make a con check? Nope, Sarah's still unconscious.
Damn it.
You are?
Zahn, how much does Sarah weigh?
186.01.
Equipment as well?
Hmm?
What's her equipment as well?
That's
Everything, including her and her equipment?
Alright, good. I definitely took
Okay.
damage this my last turn,
That's
so we just
Gonna suck for me. If I'm gonna double move, I can only move 10 feet, because that puts me at near
If you're
the strike.
dragging a person, you can move half your speed. So if you use everything to move, you could move your full speed once with the person.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Neotag, are you
Add
missing the
100
point
to
where
that.
dash doesn't work like that?
No,
Add
it-
100 to that.
What was your rate again?
Add 100 to what I initially said. I'm almost 300. 286.01.
That just puts me right below the max. It's like like 10 pounds to spare. Let's get going.
House theme starts playing. I gotta save Ted Dan.
That's
Bubba.
the
I
max.
think you could... Okay, whatever.
Wait, was that?
Where are you guys going? Are you-
Where's the-
you-
Where's the place that
We entered. We probably should have asked that first.
the tunnels were in like the connectors for the box. Parn and the golem are currently standing over one.
Probably should have
That's
asked
where you-
where the exit
where
was
you guys
first.
started.
We started over here, right?
Well, you started there, and then I realized I put you too far away, so I moved you.
So where's the exit we came out of?
You came out of the one that you're right next to.
Ah, shit. So that was relying on bad information.
Yeah,
And you
look,
need to get
just-
here. Move you back. Okay.
Okay, so basically, this is the exit.
Yeah. So if you wanted to kind of slide and slip back down into the
You
tunnel.
can move past Parn. You can't move through the golem space. Keep that in
Alright,
mind.
so 5, 10, 15. Wait. So this way. Going this way. So that's 5, 15,
10.
20, 25.
You're taking a throw by the golem.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to use,
fucking
and I'm
Christ.
using reaction power shield, so it's defense, I win. So Sarah would be like 1 square in front of me.
Are you kind of swinging back down into the tunnel?
Yeah, heading back towards the tunnel.
Okay. You guys are now inside the tunnel. You're just under it, but you're not very deep into it, but you're now in the tunnel. It is now the other golem's turn. You did notice you swung down into the tunnel. The other golems that seem to be in the hallway, you don't see them anymore. They seem to have left.
Okay, if I'm capable of mentioning that, I'll mention that it doesn't look like the golems are here. It looks like they're gone.
It's now the golems in the darkness turn.
Golems in the deep.
Now, are they dumb enough to just run forward, trying to get out of it?
I mean,
or-
they also operate in the Underdark. I'm going to assume they can see in darkness.
It's magical darkness.
Is it
Yeah,
magical
It is
darkness?
Magical darkness.
That's why I said run
I
forward.
I realized that as I said it. I was just hoping no one would correct me.
Golem walks forward out of the darkness, and then looks at you and locates you again.
Yeah.
The golem comes out of the darkness and locates the three. With one, locates Barn.
How can he see me?
he just stepped out of the darkness?
I know, but how can he see me?
You
Around a corner,
no,
right at the head of a tunnel.
no. I established this multiple times. The box is lowered into the ground and continues into the tunnels.
It's a dip.
Yeah,
in
we
between.
climbed
Alright,
up to get.
So these things can just. I can understand why we, with our humanoid joints, can just slide down the edge as if it's nothing. But these things can too?
You don't know.
We
You
don't
haven't-
know.
You haven't seen them doing it.
Okay.
It's currently standing on the edge and has located you, Barn.
Okay.
Sarah mumbles something about magnetic feet and how it's bullshit.
The other one does the same. Okay. And this one comes out of the darkness and locates Sigbali.
So
Your
you
turn
rolled
now,
the
Con.
same thing and you got. Okay.
Yep. Scatter rolls I rolled to see which direction they chose. 2 of them went down, 2 of them went to the side.
Okay. Alright, whose turn?
Yours.
Your Barn.
Alright. Parn's. He can't take 3 hits. So Parn's gonna try and he's gonna disengage. Let's head down the tunnel so he doesn't get a hit.
Parn swings down into the tunnel. Are you going to move deeper into the tunnel as far as you can?
I'm gonna move next to right in front, right behind Rogar, who's still dragging Sarah.
See body.
Okay.
Oof.
And that would have taken me just diagonal of that first guy, past both of them, diagonal under the second guy, and then straight line down. However many.
You would have gotten 2 ops.
2 ops. All right.
I mean, okay.
25 hits.
Three points of damage. Sarah, make your con check.
Please succeed.
And then my aura pops yet again. Back up. Oh, this time it pops next to Sarah, Rogar, and Parn.
I'm
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 curious.
popped at the end.
No, they're under the ground.
I'm curious. What's your full movement speed, Suffolk?
40.
Couldn't you have double moved and gotten to the tunnel with the rest
No,
of us?
double move isn't a thing.
Uh,
You keep trying to explain that to you.
Dash, then.
Dash doesn't double your move.
Yes, it does.
Does it?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll just add
doubles
like
your movement
220
speed.
feet. Oh. Then fuck it, I'll dash through and take a thorough attack.
By the way, I failed my con.
Yep,
Yes,
got it noticed.
It says you swing down into the tunnel, a golem cuffs you on the head. Okay. You're now in the tunnel as well. And
Okay.
now it does proc with Parn and Rogar.
Parn gets another
So,
29.
what was that like with
Wait,
Rogar?
unconsciousness. Does automatically getting healed by that pop her out of it?
She didn't get healed by it. Well, she does, but hold on. I don't believe so.
I'm not in range of. According to how.
You are technically because Rogar's holding you. I just
Yeah,
not
you
putting
would
guys on
be.
top of each other. No, it doesn't. If it's not, if it's unconscious, it's caused by something other than dropping.
Okay.
Okay,
So I'm still unconscious.
your turn, Rogar.
All right. So for perspective's sake, we're technically like below this bit right here, right?
Yeah, you're currently below one of the uppermost legs.
Okay. How far away are we like towards the area where we climbed up from? To I'm gonna be running.
There's maybe 30, 40 feet deeper into the tunnel before you get to the outside the tunnel.
All right, I'm going to move that 30 feet towards it. For the sake of argument, that'd be like which way? This way, or?
We'll continue down this way. Then.
All right, so that way.
Their legs.
Okay, I move towards the legs. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I just teleport back to my original spot for some reason.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I was holding on to you, trying to check your movement.
Okay. All right. Okay, so right at the leg, and I'm just looking back. Move, move, move.
I never said I put the rope back in the bag. I just said I brought it up.
Yep.
So the rope is just coiled right there next to the edge.
Now the golem's turn. It's now Parn's turn.
Parn's gonna run up to the edge. He's gonna kick the rope off, and then he's gonna start porting down.
Okay. We've left combat now, so we're gonna stop combat.
Okay.
Are they following us down the tunnel at all?
They don't seem to be.
Oh,
From what Sigvaldi last saw, they seem to take up positions around the box.
Okay. Then I'm not gonna port down. I'm gonna stay in the tunnel then. All right. Well, that was great. Doesn't look like we can go in through that.
Yeah.
While I was on the leg, near the top, right before I entered the tunnel, what was the outside up to the stone?
The outside was a bunch of like craggy rocks. Are you trying to think if you could climb up it?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I could
It
climb
would
up.
be hard, but you could with your climbing kit. You think you could scale the side of the rock? And
With
get up to Dolk Rock.
with my ability to port, do I see a ledge or something I think I could successfully go from the top of the spider leg to that rocky ledge?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Advantage or not?
Not.
Okay.
In fact, actually disadvantage. You're in darkness.
Ooh, nat 1.
You don't see any.
All right. So I'm gonna suggest. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is pull out my my water skin. I'm gonna splash a little water on Sarah's face. Sarah, wake up.
Sarah, you make your con check. Sarah comes to.
Fucking Christ.
Now that didn't work.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sarah, what's that flying thing you can do? I know you're waking up, but we're kind of in a situation here.
fuck off. You're not my mom. Where's my beer?
Sarah,
What?
lightly slap Sarah across the face a
What?
little bit.
What?
Sarah,
Oh, Farm, you're here. What are you doing here?
the flying thing you do. How long can you do that?
You woke me up with water to ask me math questions.
How, Sarah?
I count the.
You think your sound's coming from the main
About a
chamber.
minute. About a minute.
All right, I need you to grab this rope and fly as high, fly up to the top until you can find a ledge or something up there. Go. Don't have time. No, don't have time.
Oh, okay then. I use my radiant soul and I grab the rope and I start ascending.
What's your flight speed?
It's just my movement speed, so 30 feet.
Okay, you're just using pure movement, so I'm gonna assume you're dashing. Well, no. Okay. You in a minute, you fly all the way up, and you actually come to see the site of Dolk Rock that you remember. You come actually straight up the side, and you go flying straight up, and you see the large buildings and the city that you remember, and you also see 5 golems looking straight at you, looking out, and they seem to have seen you, or at least you think they saw you. They haven't made any motions.
Am I near somewhere where I can land? I said I was following it up, right?
Yeah.
Carrying the rope with me.
Yes.
She's not flying high into the sky. She's just kind of flying up the
Yeah,
edge.
And she came up the edge, and on the lip there were golems, and she's now kind of right in front of golems.
I'm gonna
Fly
go
back down.
back. Yeah, I'll go back.
What are you doing anything, Sarah? It's 5 of the kind of fist golems that you saw before, not the giant one.
Yeah, just. And they look like they're looking at me.
They look like they're just looking out.
It's almost like if you don't attack them, they don't do anything.
I fly a little closer to them.
No.
The golems just kind of stand there.
I touch my feet to the ground.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I'm like, do I see anything I could tie the rope to?
Yeah, there's kind of a large pillar near one of the buildings that you can kind of tie it to.
I, I tie it, like tie it to make sure it's good and
Yeah,
strong, but not
yeah.
not in an aggressive manner.
Yeah, you anchor it.
Okay.
So and I guess I do like that pull tug where you like signal that it's tied.
Parn, Rogar, Sigvaldi, Tarwin is kind of lashed back onto your back. He's kind of shaking.
Yep.
You guys note that the rope has been pulled.
Okay.
I'm curious. Are the legs moving again? I'm gonna ask Rogar. Does he see the blackness?
The
back in
blackness
legs?
is not returned.
Blackness is not
The
there.
legs are stabilized. They're holding the rock up, but in the other two appendages were like in mid dig before they stopped moving.
Okay. All right. I'm going to, using the rope as my focus. I'm not gonna climb it. I'm gonna port up it. Trying to hold on
Okay.
to it. How high is it to the ledge?
It's maybe 100 feet.
Right. I'm gonna, and when I get to the top, I'm gonna peek over the ledge.
I like put my finger up to my lips and just like motion just to quiet, just
Okay. I'm just gonna walk, no aggressive actions, to where Sarah is.
Okay.
Alright.
You are
So,
now.
climb check, athletics.
Climb.
Climb, boys. Okay, you guys get up there.
Karn and Sarah just like no aggressive and like fingers up to their
What?
up to the mouth.
Sigvaldi's just gonna act natural. He's not gonna act any different around them than he would do as if they were not there.
Alright,
exactly.
do I see souls in them?
Do not.
No.
I mean, he sold the last ones either.
Actually, I did before they activated.
Even it.
Oh, I didn't?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I swear you didn't.
Okay.
No, you saw no souls in them.
All right. So
Okay, do I
we see
see anything?
At least the main two. The other ones, in the motion of combat, without taking like a full second to focus, you couldn't really tell.
Okay, does it at least look like the guys we're looking at in front of us? Do they at least look like the two when they were like powered down or when they were powered up? Assuming there was like a difference.
I mean, once the golems got hit, they took on a fighting stance. These ones seem to be kind of standing idle.
Looking around, are the mushroom towers still there, or are they cleaned out and gone?
No, you see no mushroom towers. In fact, all the buildings that you see have a nice layer of like ash on them. Not enough to actually mess
Wow.
up. The building, but some
Scorched
I don't know
earth.
What happened to the mushrooms?
So scorched earth probably.
Oh no. I'm going to. Is there any signs of life? Any smoke? Any lights? Any?
You can see lights further off to the north, and Rogar, you can see the light pollution further that way.
All right.
But this part of the city seems to be abandoned.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna. First thing is this house that's right in front of us. You say this part is abandoned. Like this one right here.
Yeah.
Is there a way in?
Yeah, you can kind of. It's the same thing as before. All the doors are kind of open or not locked.
All right. I'm gonna suggest to the party we go in there, we rest, and then we continue on. And I also need a 5-minute break.
All right.
Okay.
Are we gonna take a short rest or a long rest in the game?
What do you guys think? What do you guys need to do? I'm good with either.
I still have full health. I just don't recall if short rest recovers magic.
No.
Usually doesn't.
Now,
Only warlocks get their things back during a short rest.
I
Everyone
get my
else-
breath attack back though.
Sigvaldi's at 28, but he's fine doing the short.
Does anybody need me to heal their
No,
wounds.
the whole point of this is the rest up, so we don't have to. We need to hold on to whatever we can right now.
Okay.
Okay, sounds like we're doing a short rest for 5 minutes.
Alright. Hit dice. I'm still even watching Critical Role Flux. I'm not sure on it. It's
I believe
It-
short
you
rest
have-
is just hit die.
yeah, you have hit dice equal to your level you can use
Yeah.
during a short rest.
It's recommended
Oh.
you do it roll it one at a time.
Right, well, I'll
I'll
do
be
that
back.
when I get back. Yeah, I need to use restroom.
I'm good.
I'm not gonna roll. I don't need to.
I have no need to roll.
You know what? Maybe I should. Because what am I out? I'm out by 4 points.
7. Two. 61.
Okay, I'm full healed.
Back to full.
Holy crap! Whew, holding that one in for an hour. Anybody still here?
Yeah.
Okay. So, think. I don't know. Oh, right, healing. What is Parn at? Parn was at 29, so D. Two. I'm going to use 3 of his hit dice to heal up just a touch. It's 9.
So how badly effed up were you after that fight, not Neo?
I got down to below half, and then Sigvaldi popped his thing 3 times on me.
Yes, that's like
So I was-
an
I
additional
was at
9 HP.
29. Yeah, 9. So I was at 29. I just healed 17, so I'm at 46. Can use 1 more hit dice to get a little closer. Because you have equal to your level. And...
Yep, equal to your level, and hence I suggest rolling 1 at a time.
Alright, so that's going to be... That's going to be max. I'm at max.
Yep.
No, I'm slightly below max, I believe. No, I'm at max.
Okay.
My max is 52.
I gotta admit, I was surprised at how low an AC that Sarah had.
Low? I
Yeah,
guess so.
16.
No, I have a 19.
You said you took hit on a 16.
No, I took hit on something higher.
Yeah, those things were either lowing in the 20s or they were low rolling in the low teens, mid-teens.
Yeah, no, the one that hit me was like a 25.
I could have sworn you took damage on a 16.
Well,
Hmm.
I got a gut punch that just went through, so.
Yeah, so what exactly is your AC?
19.
19. Alright,
What
so
is Sigvaldi's AC?
19.
Eight.
What's yours?
17.
I got
Oh, maybe just
21.
Be a naked man with a shield.
Monks. I was going to be a naked man with a shield, but monks can't use shields.
Oh, well, sucks to be.
They can do the naked part. I know. That use of shield just ensured I didn't take any damage. Oh lordy. So realistically, guys, get rid of the cantrip Blade Ward, because do you think I really will get much use out of it?
I don't know, dude.
It's up to you, dude. I mean,
And looking at it,
you have to wait till you level up, don't you? Anyways, I don't think you can change cantrips. I don't think you can change those at all. I think once you pick a cantrip, it's permanent.
Oh, I need to get the number of that bot because my god, he fucked me up good. Got hit so hard it was my college years.
We all got fucked up there.
No, you woke up like a boxer does. I woke up like a drunk sorority girl.
Okay.
let's take a look at that.
Okay, I'm back. How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
We good?
Question.
I was holding that. I was holding that one in for an hour, so yeah, I'm doing a lot better.
Quick question. Like, while we're in the house here, like, can I, like, overview, like, what exactly is, like, our view? Like, can we see, like, for example, something like this? Or what will exactly be our viewing angle?
I mean-
We're in a house right now.
You're in an abandoned part, so it's pretty much pitch black. Other than dark vision can see.
I have the telescope thing.
Okay, so you can see 120 feet out. It's still pretty pitch black, other than what dark vision can see, and it's an abandoned kind of district. To the north, you can see torches that seem to be moving throughout this hour rest. A few things have happened. If you was kind of scouting and looking, but not
Yeah,
really doing
Barn,
much.
Barn would like to jump from rooftop and rooftop.
Well, no,
through-
that's not a short rest.
it's just, you're right. It's right. No, Parn's just gonna sit on the roof.
Yeah,
and
one
look.
of you is essentially kind of lazily looking out.
Yeah, look on the roof.
Okay. To the north, you can see torches that seem to be moving. The rivers that seem to once be here are gone. They seem to have been drained when the city got uprooted. And now you can see down to the riverbeds that seem to be intercrossing tunnels and passageways that lead under the buildings. But yeah, to the north, you see you see torches. You see to the northwest, to the northeast, the large building that you remember seeing your master from.
Yeah, that's where Parn wants to check out first, because from everything he's described, the darkness sounds like what we saw at that portal. All those years ago, time ago.
Yeah, like a year ago, probably.
Sorry.
Occasionally from there, you'll see flashes of lightning, or like flashes of sparks. But that's about it. About halfway into the rest, about 30 minutes in, the digging returned. The digging began anew.
Okay.
And then that's about it. That's all you've kind of seen.
All right. Well.
Question, like, once we hear, like, and probably feel like the digging is resumed, I'm gonna try and look roughly, like, where, can I see, like, roughly, like, black at all moving, or no? Is it just too deep to see?
to see now. It's kind of all.
I mean, I need to check something real quick. 1 second.
That was worth a shot.
Does minor illusion make sounds too? Yes, it does. Okay, never mind. I don't need to ask for a whistle. Hey, Parnes, at the end of the short rest, he's gonna recommend you guys let him just kind of poof across rooftops and check out that temple. And I'm gonna look to Sarah and Rogar. You know the one. It's right north of us.
Yeah, I know.
I'm concerned with what you've described about the darkness.
Yeah,
So
because I remember that darkness.
So I'm gonna port from the top of the roof we have right here to this one. Can I?
Yeah, you kind of pour along. Now that you're
And
closer, I know what you're doing, but as you get closer, you actually know that the whole temple is flanked by golems. But it seems to be the big ones. There seem to be the big ones, and then every so often, in between the big ones, you'll see a smaller one. That's not the kind of brawler you saw before, the kind of twitchy ones that throw punches. These seem to be kind of cloaked golems. They kind of have a glowing gem in their chest, but it's
okay.
completely surrounded by golems guarding every side of it.
Okay. Let me see here. All right. What's the range on this? 30 feet. All right. Can I get to here?
You can kind of hop.
Yeah. Can I hop to there?
Yeah.
I don't know why Sarah's the one doing the hopping, but Sarah is. I would like. Is this rooftop within 30 feet?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to hide. I'm going to try to hide. 20 plus 7. 27. And I'm gonna hide on this rooftop right here, and on that one I'm gonna make a sound. I'm gonna make a very loud, audible sound, like someone tripping and falling or something like that. And I want to see, and I'm looking for the golem's reaction.
Okay. The moment you make the sound, you quickly see for it. You see all the golems kind of turn and look at the sound. 2 of the large ones and 1 of the big ones and 1 of the smaller ones that just start heading towards the building.
Ooh, okay. All right. So I'm going to hide, and I'm good to stay hidden for a little while until they go back to where they were.
They seem to rummage through the building for a good 15 minutes before coming back out and taking their positions again.
Okay. After they've done that, I'm going to stealthily port back to where the group is.
Okay. What is it? So
right,
what'd you see?
The temple is completely surrounded by those golems. And
Which ones? The ones that the big ones or the small ones?
some we fought, some we haven't seen before. Some have these like black cloaks and a glowing gem. I couldn't make them out fully. I tested something. I made a sound in a building that was next to me, and immediately some of them went to check out that building. So I don't think we should be, while the ones on the edge didn't interact with us, I do not think we should be visible around the temple at all.
So try and skirt around the edges of like.
No, I think we're gonna have to head. Let me see. Northwest from here to where the river was, if we want to go deeper into this place.
Question, Flux. The five that Sarah initially saw when she flew up? Where were they, roughly, as far as cardinal directions go from us?
I mean, they're kind of standing outside the building. It was just kind of, they seem to be kind of positioned in this district.
So, like, were they northwest of us, west of us?
They were kind of here.
Okay.
in between the building.
So I think we should walk out, and I don't think we should be bold as brass.
No,
But
no
I
bolt.
don't think we should be aggressive. I don't think we should be super sneaky either. So
Like, walk like we own the place?
walk normal.
Okay.
And I think we should head to there.
Okay. Alright, so, like, also a quick question.
Anybody
Like,
else? Anybody have any ideas of what we should do?
quick question. Like,
I really
Flux.
don't have any ideas.
Question, Flux. Like, as Parn was looking around, he basically, like, saw, like, the golems. They were, like, here, like, pretty much, like, something like that, right?
Yeah, they said that whole street seemed to be guarded by golems.
Okay. If possible, maybe move house to house, but at the same time, that might risk making noise.
No, only around the temple did they seem to care. These ones right here just let us walk past. They saw us.
Did they, Flux?
We don't know.
They made no motions as if they saw you. But
Okay, did they make any motions or move?
I mean, they didn't act in any way. But from what a human, if there were human eyes there, they would most definitely have seen you.
So, let's just assume that they did see us, but they didn't react to us because we weren't being aggressive. Would that be a safe, at least until we have more information, a safe
For
assumption to work
now,
with?
It's for now.
Okay.
We can't stay in this house all day.
Nope.
So, going through the streets, just through the streets up to here. What do we see at this intersection up here?
As we're rolling by, I'm going to try and give as much wide berth between me and any of those golems as possible.
Okay. You see more golems along the streets, but they don't seem to do anything. They just kind of seem to be standing still, unmoving. This whole district seems to be just abandoned.
Actually,
Nobody seems to really be here.
Flux, actually, quick question.
Yes.
When we first saw the golems down below, they were by a pipe. Were they actually connected to the pipe, or
No.
Oh,
No.
never mind then.
No.
Never mind. Second, I remember like the image of them, and I saw those pipes, and I thought, were they connected to those? And where that was where Black was going. Never mind.
Hey, Rogar, could you actually look below us and see if you could see those two pipes? Does it look like the blackness is still going through both of the pipes?
Can I see down that far?
No, the light pollution happens again.
Light pollution. Like soul pollution, light pollution. I can't see that far. Sorry, man.
Okay. So I remember Parn damaged one of those pipes, and if it started back up just after 30 minutes, either they fixed it really quick, or they're only using one of the pipes to pipe in the darkness now.
Yeah.
Okay, we get to here. What do we say? I
Okay.
guess.
You've moved over here. You've seen no one more other than golems in this area. The pathway leads down into what used to be the river, and now there's kind of large canals that have small tunnels crisscrossing through them along the sides of the walls.
Rogar, do you see any like souls?
Do
besides
I see any souls beyond torches? Or is it just
to
too
the,
far?
To the northeast, yes. To the northwest, no.
All right. To the northeast, I see souls. Is that also what the torches were?
You see, yes, you see kind of souls over to this general vicinity.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull out the measurement tool here. So if we go through here, where this staircase is, right here, would we be able to get back up into the streets?
That's water,
Yes.
I think, isn't it?
Yes,
There's no water anymore.
Yeah, you can get back up into the streets.
Alright, well, then I guess that's what we're gonna do. Have we seen any signs of people?
So far, no.
Actually, before we do that, Parn, could you maybe get up onto the roof of the building above us? How far can you see in the dark?
I can't see too far. We've already kind of.
All right,
I've already kind
I'll
of
let you
done this.
borrow the spyglass. See if
It
you can see if
requires
there are other.
attunement. I'd have to.
All
I'd
right,
have to-
yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I mean, you can we just enter the building and go up it, can't we?
Does it look like we could do that?
Yeah.
We get to this roof right here.
Yeah, you feel like you could kind of work your way through the building and get up.
Yeah. Like spend like maybe like a minute or two getting up there, so not moving really fast, and so as to avoid making noise. Okay, so do we successfully make it to the roof?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be looking through the spyglass just to see if I can find any other golems. Can I see any?
People. We're looking for people.
I know, people as
See
well.
Golems everywhere.
Yeah. Again, you see golems dotting the streets. Occasionally you'll see one of the bigger ones, or you see the one that the cloaked ones that Parn mentioned. Looking actually through the spyglass, Rogar, you know that the bigger ones and the cloaked ones actually have souls. The smaller ones don't.
Interesting.
But further off in the city, you can actually see a group of dwarves walking along. One seems to be a few Durgar and a few normal dwarves.
Okay. While looking at towards the area.
I'm sorry, did you say
Yeah, Drogar.
Drogar.
And normal dwarves?
Yep.
Yes.
And since it's been a day since we last did that, I'm going to look through, clear my picture of Aldrin in the mind, and I whisper, Aldrin.
You don't have to whisper it. You're getting creepy with this thing.
Okay. The spyglass immediately moves your hand, kind of moves your body with it, and the spyglass points over this way. And right at the top of this building, you see, well, you see kind of a little outline.
Okay. Well,
Now I need to ask a serious question. Go ahead. Wait, Rogar, what do you say?
Well, I found who I believe to be Aldrin. Yeah, we'd have to go past that temple in front of us, so we're gonna have to circle around this place a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. Do the canals go all the way down? I mean, does it go down to up here now?
Yeah,
Everywhere that was river is now just stone.
Yeah, everywhere that's a river is now just an empty canal.
Also,
Like little hallways.
also another quick question. Back to that initial area where I saw dwarves over here-ish.
Yep.
Do any of them look familiar? The regular dwarves, because I don't believe we've ever saw any Drugar.
No, not really.
Hmm.
It's a bit kind of hard to make out facial from this distance.
I'm gonna nudge Rogar. Do any of them look like they're in chains?
Do I see anything that looks like chains or anything around any of them?
Not from the group you saw.
No. It's like Drogar and regular dwarves. No one in chains.
That seems weird. Okay.
I'm not going to pretend to know enough about the relations between dwarves and Drogar.
Here's a question, Flux. From what I saw while I was porting along, is there enough of a back alley and streets that we could go pull out the measuring tool? Because I know you guys can see it when I do it. Can we go behind through these streets and go around without going right along that first line of buildings near the temple?
Not really. Those are pretty closely packed buildings. You would every now and then you'd come within sight of the main street.
Yeah, no, then that's not an option. Okay, well, can we see this side of the temple from here?
See which side?
God, sorry. We see this side of the temple in the trench from where we are.
Yeah, you are the canal. You can see down the canal. It heads up.
Is there golems along the canal at that part?
There seems to be a contingent of smaller golems, but you don't see any of the big ones.
The small ones with the cloaks, or the punchy ones?
The punchy ones. Small, big, and cloaked. You see the small ones.
Okay. Also, Parn, the cloaked ones and the big ones, they have souls.
That's interesting.
So the big one might just be like some kind of like a suit they wear, or like a dwarf gotten forged and encased in it. I'm not gonna.
I don't even want to guess.
Yeah, let's not guess any further. It's just that's lies the road to madness.
Okay. I guess we're gonna we're gonna have to show ourselves sooner or later.
We are eventually. So what I suggest is this.
I suggest. Okay, go ahead.
All right. What I suggest is this: we go out this building, we go down like this little like the staircase down here, go towards here, go up this staircase. That looks like it would lead to like a main area right around it here. At least that way, there was like roughly some dwarves that within nearby right around here.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what's going on with the dwarves, so I don't want to confront them. I think what we should do is go down and then walk along the far wall, staying as far away from the temple as we can, till we can get down to an area we can come up near Aldrin.
all right, so kind of circling around like right here, then maybe trying to get around here, something like that.
No. Here to this, and then walk along this wall in the tunnel until we can get. God damn it! This thing doesn't like to scroll. Till we can get up to here, and then enter, and then get up into that palace or whatever it is. And it's up to you guys.
It's a good idea as any.
Parn's clearly visibly out of his depth. This whole thing isn't what he was expecting. And on top of that, it really does seem like something major is going on. And he's already got so many other major things going on. He's kind of just like,
I need a beer.
no, maybe I could just go get a cabin out in the woods and say fuck the world at this point.
Yeah, you're starting to approach that old man phase of God damn it, over the world. All right, so question, Flux.
Parn right now is feeling lost and honestly just like, no, let's just fucking try and get to Aldrin. He's the only friendly face we know is here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to ask him and figure it out.
Yeah, and also Flux. You probably said that before, but I don't quite recall. Like the tunnel area here, was there like a huge amount of golems, or were they just more like on the walls in the palisades of that temple?
The back side of the temple doesn't seem to have a lot of golems. It seems to be mostly the smaller ones.
And are they moving?
You note that there doesn't seem to be no entrance into the large temple from that canal.
Well,
Okay, and the small ones, are they moving?
Occasionally they seem to be moving and patrolling, but they don't seem to be doing anything.
They're moving.
Yeah, I don't. Any of the ones that we've walked past in here moved?
Yeah, some of them seem to be moving.
Okay, I thought they were just all standing still. Okay.
No, some of them stand still, seem to be waiting. Some of them seem to be patrolling, but they all don't seem to react to your presence.
All right, Sigvaldi, Sarah. At this point, I think we need to just walk past. We seem to have located the person we know.
Okay.
Okay, who gets the box before we go?
I'll give it back to Sarah.
Okay. All right, that's what we do. We go down into here. We stay on the far wall, away from the temple, and just walk down the thing.
All right.
Trying to get up to around 3, the number 3 on this map.
Okay. As you walk down, it takes the better part of an hour, kind of walking down and past. Occasionally, as you walk down, you hear hear other doors talking and whispering and kind of talking about things from above the ground.
I'll make a perception check to try to figure out what they're saying. 17.
Okay. Some of it's just kind of banal chatter, like how's your wife doing? What's going on? Or have you been to the temple recently? Some of it's a bit more interesting, like don't say that. That's how you end up in the marketplace. Or have you seen him recently? How many times have you gone to worship today? Things kind of a bit more quizzical and deeper questions than normally people would be conversing. But overall, they seem to be, if not cagey, cordial with each other. All the dwarves kind of talking, chatting, but you only see dwarves.
Any talks about other races at all?
Yes, you overhear talk about the mushroom men. You overhear talk about the about the deep gnomes and the drow. And every time they talk about that, they're like, "Ah, don't worry about them. They're shoved away in the marketplace."
What about the mushroom men as well?
Yes.
Oh, great.
I get the feeling a slave trade.
Do you know the mushroom?
All right. All right. How close to? There seems to be a staircase. Right here. Right at that number 3. That's where we're headed. Can we get there?
Okay.
Again, it's like we're basically keeping a wide berth from the golems.
Now that you're in this kind of district, you know there's a lot more golem, and occasionally you guys are like kind of staying stealthy and staying here. Occasionally, you will see the cloaked ones and the large ones.
Okay. Have we been seen by any golems, and have they reacted?
You feel like you've been seen by the small ones, and they've done nothing.
Okay. Well, then I'm not gonna walk. I'm not gonna walk as like as I'm hiding, but I am going to not walk aggressively, and I'm going to try and get to the front gate of this place. And I think we should go. And if anyone stops, I'm gonna say we are friends of Aldrin.
Okay. So you come and even the big golems and the cloaked ones, you're gonna walk past like you have purpose here?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put this. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the group. I think at this point, that's how we're gonna have to do this. What do you guys think then?
Okay, from our area here, does it look like there's any way we can go without interacting with a lot of them? I imagine it's going to be impossible not to interact with at least 1 or 2 of those, either the bigger or the cloak ones. But does it look like there's an area where
if you wanted to do if you wanted to do stealth checks to try to sneakily get around there, you could. But you feel like most passageways are gonna.
So they'd be roughly equally populated.
Yeah, this place is pretty populated.
Yeah, at this point, Parn is.
Yeah, I say we go for the front door approach.
And if they approach, we stop.
Thinking, all right, it's no longer sneaky hasn't worked. Trying to knock out hasn't worked. At this point, it's walk with purpose.
It's diplomacy time.
Yeah,
but the problem is that I have a feeling that the punchy ones are just automated defenses, and these ones
well,
are going to notice us.
They've already seen us a few times and done nothing.
No,
It was just the punchy ones.
Only the punchy ones have seen you. Done nothing.
I thought you said some of them cloak have seen us. and
No.
done nothing.
Only the
No,
small
not
ones
as no.
Oh.
If they
So I
did,
have
we
a
don't
feeling
know.
Since we're not dwarf, I have a feeling we're going to be taken. They're going to surround us and take us to wherever they're holding up the drow and the mushroom men.
Well, at this point, we're not
Honestly,
getting anywhere
we're-
being stealthy. Unless you want to, I
All right.
will.
This
Bart,
is-
you guys-
No, I'm fine going with this front door approach.
This is my thought. We go up with the idea of the front door pet. We do the front door thing as Sigvaldi said. We keep our weapons in their sheaths. We don't draw them. Don't do anything.
Obviously, yes.
And
That's
if they
part
approach
of
us,
walking without purpose, but not walking aggressive.
as such, if they start approaching us, we just stop and look at them.
Okay.
Unless it looks like they're about to attack us.
All right, I'm gonna turn to God, what is Red's character?
Gideon.
Gideon and Savaldi. I say, if it comes to it, just say we're here to speak with Aldrin.
I could say that.
Gideon nods. Tarwin kind of still on your back as well. He kind of taps you on the shoulder. He says, "Marketplace, parents."
The boy wants to go to the marketplace.
Oh dear.
Parents.
We could take care of that. I think it's time to burn the comprehend language.
I think it's time for Sigvaldi to put his foot down. He doesn't care about your business with the sergeant fellow. Regardless of what you do, he's going to the marketplace.
Jeez. Do we even know
Okay.
where this marketplace is?
I am going to put my foot down and act in character. Sigvaldi. He doesn't give a shit about whatever reason you came down here in the first place. He's got this kid, and he promised to find this kid's parent. The kid wants to go find his parents. That's what
And
Sigvaldi's going to get.
before Sigvaldi
I-
goes off, I'm going to ask
Oh,
him,
God.
do we have an idea of where the marketplace is? Because there's a part of me that thinks that if they see us, they'll just take us there.
All right, look, Parn's
I'd
gonna
I'd
try
rather
and
not
talk
get
to
seen and take
Sigvaldi.
there and try and find it.
Okay, look, Sigvaldi, I get it, and honestly, I agree with
But
you.
do you?
Actually, I do. Here's the thing: we couldn't take one of those things,
I don't plan to take
let
any of
alone
them.
a city of them. We have one contact in here. We could talk to him, and hopefully get this boy to his parents.
And you're welcome to do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to try and find my way to this marketplace, and I don't plan to fight and see what's going on there.
Okay.
If your plan fails, then we have wasted time if we all go with this failed plan.
All right. How about this? Two of us, Sarah, I want you to come with me. The
Okay.
rest of you, go find the marketplace.
Okay.
I don't like splitting the party, but this sounds like it's a split the party time.
At the very least, in both parties, there's somebody that knows Aldrin. Worst case scenario.
So how's the split going on?
Sarah
and
and
Sarah
Parn.
are going to go and walk with purpose to find Aldrin. Rogar, Gideon, and Sigvaldi and the child are going to the marketplace. Or going to try and find the marketplace.
Okay. So let's start with Sigvaldi and Rogar.
All right.
So what are you guys doing? How are you going to
Alright.
try to find the
So, Sigvaldi, how do you think we should try and go about locating this marketplace? From my memory,
Thank you for echoing the voice of God.
to be fair, it's a legitimate question. I have an idea of where it could be based on the size of the city. It'd probably be towards the center. Assuming it's...
General marketplaces are, yeah.
So, let's hug the wall and just go from like here to here and hopefully see like if we can see a marketplace, like a bunch of people. At the very least, I can peek my head out and maybe get an idea of if I can see anybody further down.
I'm guessing toward the center area, so we're gonna somewhere
Yep.
in that area.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we're just gonna like try and be quiet. At least I'm gonna at least try and be quiet, going towards the wall here and moving
I
towards
assume
the corner.
between some of these buildings, there's lots of like tight little like alleyways and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna use. I think we're gonna use the tight alleyways to kind of avoid the main thoroughfares.
Mhm.
And kind of head for the center of the city. And if at any point the boy thinks he knows a direction, I'm willing to let him pipe up and lead.
And
Aldrin seems to kind of be keeping his eyes out and scanning.
I'm
That's,
also keeping an eye out as well, scanning. Mostly it's the soul vision thing, and I'm at least gonna maybe try and indicate. All right, there's a lot of people over here. Let's try going this way because it seems far less populated.
Now that you're at the crossroads, Rogar, you see souls this way, you see the pollution, you see the pollution up to the north, and you see a massive amount of pollution in the center of the city.
Okay, so basically it's like all like the utter massive concentration is like
Yeah, in the center.
Yeah. As I
two like maybe heavy populated.
Yes. Well, not heavily populated.
Well,
but populated.
relatively. There's enough population for some kind
there,
of noise
there,
pollution.
there is a dense concentration of souls.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly look through the spyglass. Can I at least see like any specifics, like Drogar, dwarves, non-dwarves?
Looking through the spyglass, you actually see a dwarf in chains being brought deeper into the city.
Regular dwarf or a Drogar?
A regular dwarf. Two other dwarfs who have taken him in chains and are taking him deeper into this area.
Interesting.
I think that's our area.
Yeah, and it's a dwarf in chains by being led by other dwarfs. So, how do we want to do this? Just walk in like we own the place, or
I'm going to look at the big scaly man very slowly for a second, and just go, "Oh, we're gonna follow through the back alleyways to either side of this main road here. There, building. So we'll sneak in through the back alleyways over here, so we can get up to like the edge of here, and hopefully get a better view of what's going on once we're down the roadways."
Okay. Oh, also, I just had a thought. If somehow we could pull this off, what if we were to try and buy Tarwin's parents? We might be able to do it that way.
I'm going to once again look at the big dragon man.
Get them out of here.
And
Run and get us
say,
safe.
Which of us looks dwarfish to you?
My hope is that their greed for money would override that.
Which of us looks dwarfish for you? It's
Down
gonna
on my
repeat the
knees.
question.
I'm a short, hairy man. I can be a dwarf. You can.
These people clearly are exercising a dwarf-only society because of these golems, and I don't think these golems care, and they're probably going to be crawling all over this marketplace.
Yeah.
Stealth is our watchword, my friend.
Yeah. So stealth it is. So we follow around the back roads as well.
Yeah, so we're gonna follow around the back roads off to the side of the main thoroughfare to kind of get up to this. I assume this is of itself a building.
Yes.
So we're gonna try and kind of get up close to that building. I mean, if there's no one along where the where it meets those other buildings, we're just gonna kind of go up to it. But
Okay, you kind of work way to the thoroughfare. You actually see the dwarf drag deeper into that building. So from the outside, this is a marketplace. You can tell that this used to, well, at least this used to be a marketplace, or built to be a marketplace. It's got all the signs of marketplace. It's got kind of colorful, gaudy, draws people in. But it's got bars and chains and fortifications built over it. Everything that looked like it used to be stands or little little niches are now like barred.
this is triggering so many tear it down vibes in Sigvaldi right now. The chaotic good in him is raging.
This has been turned into a jail.
I'm honestly thinking this as a knowledge check. What would it be for this case? Like, trying to think, what exactly would the connection of Moradin and slaves be? Would that be like a history or religion check?
That'd be a religion check.
What's the connection
Yeah,
here?
you'd be better off with that than I am.
You know Moradin abhorred slavery.
Okay.
Moradin disliked slavery. Moradin never practiced it. It was mostly Ladigar, the Durgar deity, who preached that dwarves were a more superior species, and through their trials, the Durgar had the right to enslave others.
All right. So this is the dwarves here. They're following the Drogar gods instead, because Moradin would not approve of this
We
bullshit.
don't necessarily know they're following any gods, but
Well, they're not following Moradin. That much I can tell.
thank you for the thing to ponder. Sigvaldi's a man of facts. Facts and burly gods that want to beat things the shit out of. So, are there any entrances on this side of the building that
On the
aren't?
side you guys
On the side that we're at, yeah.
there seem to be two entrances, but you know both of them are guarded by dwarves.
Okay. Are certainly easier to take than golems, but if done
Yes.
poorly, will lead to golems. What's the wall like? Is it just stone?
It seems to be large, kind of stone.
Is it very smooth stone? Is it like old and crumbling, or?
It's old, but it seems to be well kept.
Actually, I have a question as well. As we're going through here,
It has the same kind of charring effect the rest of the buildings you've seen have.
Okay.
also out of curiosity, do I see like any like what would look like a symbol or anything like as if like symbol of gods or anything of that nature, or no?
Yes, actually. Occasionally you'll see a symbol, but it belongs to no god you know of.
My concern's getting deeper. I
But
don't
it's the same
recognize this.
symbol each time.
There's
Just to note that some of the dwarves seem to have it on their clothes.
We're dealing with a cult of some kind.
Or very.
This is just getting more disturbing the
How
more we
tall
find.
is this part of the building?
Where you are, or the
The
building?
the kind of market, like perimeter
The
building
market
here.
seems to be a good, like maybe 60, 80 feet up. It's a large, imposing building.
And it's, I'm guessing it's just if we were to start strolling toward the wall, the guys at either door would see us.
Most likely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can't just go up to it. Can't go through the doors that the dwarves seeing us. We can't go above it. We can't go below it.
So we can't go above, below, or through. Around would probably lead as well.
How hardy
Wait.
do these dwarves look? I mean, are these just like some
Around.
schmucks they pulled off the street, or these look like they're hardened? Like, no, these guys know how to fight.
These look like hardy dwarves. I mean, most dwarves look hardy. But these guys look
Yeah.
stocky and well armored.
These look like the kind of dwarves that have actually seen fight.
Yes, these look like there's one Durgar. There's a few Durgar, and there's a few just normal dwarves. They all look like they've seen their own shares of battles.
Okay, there goes my idea to split up and just try and rush
Yeah.
over so neither react to the other.
Fortunately, we're gonna have to stick together.
I mean, the idea was to go through the same door at the end, and either way, but I don't see us charging one door and then having the other one just kind of sit there nonchalantly, minding its own business because we're 20 feet off to their vision range.
Yeah, and I doubt somehow we could just like sneak up behind two of them and like
Can we see
strangle
down
them.
toward this building? Down by 9.
Yes, it actually seems to be another marketplace.
Same symbol, chains, bars.
Yes,
Does
About
it look
the
like
same
anyone's
level
in there?
it also seems to be guarded. This one seems to have a few golems guarding it.
I
Okay.
don't think we want to go that way.
That one piques my interest more than this one, but also seems more dangerous.
Self-preservation says let's not go that way yet.
All right, our options are either then to find a way around, or
I-
just try and go through them.
Here's the thing, if we go through, there's basically a guaranteed chance we'll get caught. But if we go around, there's a lesser chance we can get caught. So I'm thinking going around might be possibly the best chance we might have.
Okay, we'll take the time then to kind of go around the perimeter of these outermost buildings of the marketplace and just kind of get a feel for the defenses that this place has.
Okay, so you kind of skim around. You can't get that much further without. You guys can kind of make your way over here, but you can't get that much further without going deeper into the canal. And the canal does not have a lot of hiding areas for you guys to hide in. If you're in the canal, you're in pretty well open and able to be seen, but without ducking into the hallways, which go deeper into the place and don't like.
So
There's
basically,
like there's back alleys for buildings. The hallways seem to go deeper into the rock, not
Yeah,
connect.
it's either maybe you try to enter the building or go continue along in the canal.
and continuing along the canal is detrimental to our
Very much
getting
so.
into this place.
Yeah, so I think we gotta
Complete
go.
opposite direction. So I'm guessing each entranceway of this thing looks the same. Couple guys.
Maybe three dwarves guarding.
All right, Rogar, what do you
Unless-
think?
Well, unless we could somehow like create a distraction, like throw a rock or something and get some of them to go away towards them and sneak in. I can't see of any way we can get in without making noise.
You know, at
what?
this moment, you see a small patrol of like 2 or 3 of the small golems walking
Is-
down the canal.
Is there some place we
Uh,
can duck into to hide?
I'm gonna kind of duck into and watch what they do.
They just kind of
Duck back in the alleyways.
they kind of get up here in the canal, stand there for a few seconds, and then turn around and continue back the other way.
Okay, so like, which way are they going? Like, are they going like this?
They came up this way, and they're continuing back down.
Okay, so they're going that way. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
It's too
honestly-
bad these things aren't easy to take down, or I'd totally strip one open.
strip one open and ride and basically wear it like it's a suit.
Yeah, but that's not an option.
This Actually, one of the doors that's nearest, does it have like
Had to be
2 or
dwarves.
3?
It had to be something I can't reasonably pass as. Really don't want to just start fighting them.
Same
place.
here, because that will get overrun. They'll knock us out or
I
just
mean, we
kill
don't
us.
necessarily know that immediately, but we also don't know what's inside there. So whatever advantage we have of surprise of suddenly showing up, attacking, and running in will be lost
Yeah.
quickly if we don't find what we're looking.
Yeah, at this moment you
Does it-
see another dwarf being brought in chains. This one's kicking and screaming. He says, "He's not a true god. You can't believe him. His blasphemes Morden." And you actually note that he actually kicks one of the golems as he's being dragged by, and the golem immediately starts off screaming. And again, the whole rock stops, kind of lightly shifting from the digging, and all the guards rush over to see what's going on.
We're in an area where we can hide,
Wow.
right? Okay,
Yes,
we might
you
have
can
we
hide.
might have our
All
distraction.
the guards just rushed, and I know how to create future distractions now.
Yes,
You
That was
see
actually an
two of
idea I
these.
was playing with.
I have a longbow.
You see one of the big golems stamp over, and you see one of the actual cloaked golems kind of
All right,
flying over.
if it
That's a-
doesn't seem like anyone's coming through the alleyways, let's go back
Let's
through the
move.
alleys toward that farthest door from what's going on.
Yes.
Okay, are you sneaking or are you
Yep.
running?
We're gonna kind of
Speed walk, kind of like
Yeah,
quickly
power
move.
walk.
we're gonna sneak as quickly as sneakily possible.
Yeah.
Okay, not full on sprinting, but quickly trying to make your way through the alleys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just trying to just be like, oh,
You note after maybe like a minute or two, the screaming stops from the golem, and you can see in the distance from far away the guards seem to be coming back to their positions.
Shall we enter?
yeah, just
Let's
kinda
do it.
Dash in,
Enter.
hopefully before they
Enter.
notice us.
Enter.
Okay, you guys dash in. We're gonna jump here for a second. Inside, you guys find what used to be a marketplace, but areas for stalls, areas for vendors to be hawking, have been replaced with large iron cages. Inside, there are groups of gnomes, a few humans, some drow, all just kind of huddled in corners.
Gonna kinda,
This
Dimly lit. There don't seem to be that many guards. It seems you see an occasional guard, and you guys gotta duck into the sideways.
Yes.
Not be seen, and they continue the patrols. But
Mhm.
it's
Okay,
it's not a pleasant sight in here.
Okay.
yeah, no, signal these blood's boiling. Let's
I actually have a crazy thought. I'm gonna quickly take out that book I have, and I'm gonna like think to it like, okay, this is the symbol that I've been seeing, and I try and like describe it as best as possible in my mind. Does that sound familiar at all to you? And I look into the book. Is it blank? Is there words appearing?
You actually get a voice back in your head. You understand it to be the Gith word for gibberish,
Uh,
meaningless.
Well, that was a thought.
what actually is the symbol that we've been seeing?
That's what I was hoping to find out. Unless, quite literally, the symbol means gibberish.
visually, what is it?
Well, there's a chance that, assuming the book isn't insulting me, the symbol we're seeing means gibberish in Gith. Okay, that's annoying. I tried to zoom down. It
I'm about to
disappears.
say every time I scroll down to look at it, it disappears.
Can we like temporarily go to like a blank?
I can see it now. I managed to. Okay. What's this?
Can't see it.
Seriously. Roll20 has its problems.
Okay, so screen because I can't see it otherwise. Let's see. So a circle with what looks like an 8 and 2 vertical bars.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
I'd have gone more with a two, a no symbol around it with two lines.
Okay, you guys are
But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna kind of quietly make our way through, I guess, kind of looking in,
Yeah.
seeing if the child recognizes anybody.
The child continues looking past. Sees nobody. Sees nobody. There's a few Durgar, few dwarves, few deep gnomes.
Does anyone look?
Deep gnomes and old deep gnomes? There's one with long white hair and a beard. It's kind of sitting there, looks to be blind, but nothing really noticeable. He doesn't seem to see anyone.
Of the dwarves, does any of them look familiar, like what they looked like from the expedition?
No, you don't see any from the expedition. Quick thing.
Actually, I'm just going to do a quick perception check. I just want to like see if I can hear anyone around us, like
Yeah.
if anyone's sneaking around
Leo,
us.
you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did anyone else meet your master, or was it just you? I think it was just you.
Unless we saw him in the mirror as well.
I think they saw him.
I think I saw him, maybe.
He did talk to all of us, didn't he? When he explained to why he's keeping the place dark.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought he only explained that to you, then you came down and talked to the rest of us.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone else saw him.
No, never mind. We
Okay.
didn't see him.
You guys see no familiar faces.
I kind of saw that coming as soon as you're like, hey, wait a minute. Hey, oh, you're there.
Yeah, no. Okay.
I'll check our episode of that later on.
It's almost like half the party chose poorly and choosing to stay and go to that giant fortified position.
It's almost like we're not using meta knowledge to, do shit. We're actually playing the game.
See, this is one of those bits in the adventure game where choice at the beginning of the game kills you at the end.
Oh yeah, we're in a Sierra adventure game.
We forgot to pick up the screwdriver. Now we're not going to have it when we need to eat the
Yep. You didn't help that damn rat. You're screwed now.
fucking rat.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand why it's always got to be world ending. This seems really outside our level 6 party.
Doesn't matter.
I know, but at the same time, I honestly don't understand why this is us.
I somehow think we're the only
Because we're
competent
here.
adventurers in Highmore.
You guys came to find out where the doors led.
Yeah. So our fault that the world's got bigger shit going on than what a level 6 party can handle.
Yep.
You guys
So-
saw the giant city that goes on stilts. Go assume the doors are there. Okay, we're good.
Mm-hmm. So
Let's go tell someone about the giant stilt city.
Hey, they're on a stilt city. We're done.
See, right at this point, it's like Baldu's concern is find this kid's parents, help them break out, and then convince everyone else to GTFO off this place.
okay.
All right, so have we searched this whole building essentially then, and not found this kid's parents?
You found this kid's parents. You do know, however, as you pass by one of the cells, one of the Durgar comes up to you. You're not. Where'd you come from?
I do the motion of shh.
Yeah, I kind of come back and quietly say, came for the surface. Look, oops, they all disappeared from the surface.
Yeah, we came down here. Well, they came down here.
What is this place?
It was supposed to be a dwarven utopia. All previous problems solved. Coming of a new god. Bring us back to our rightful place. Get rid of the empire. We take back our old clan houses. Fix everything. Right things.
What god?
He's not a god. He's a madman. He thinks he's a god. He's not.
Who?
He blasphemes Ligrud.
You said Legrud? That was his name?
Sorry,
Oh, that's the name of their god.
He blasphemes Ladigur.
Who is this person that's blaspheming?
This dwarf was here. Apparently, he was here when we came down with the first expedition. We saw he had a vision.
Could you describe him in as best detail as possible? Because I was down here with the first expedition.
Holds up the character portrait of this guy.
Bald, kind of really big beard, bright red beard, large nose. I've been down here so long. I don't remember. You here to free us?
It's like
Yeah.
Baldu's trying not to say that. Sounds like every dwarf I've ever met.
Yeah.
I mean, that was not our
Eventually,
intent when we found this place, but I would.
that'd be
would
a
pain
noble
me
goal.
Not to.
Yeah.
We look for this little one's parent. I kind of point over my shoulder at the kid. His parents were taken. we were trying to find them, but seeing all of you here, I want to free all of you when the time comes. Perhaps together you can throw off this oppression.
Speak with the old guy. The old guy kind of points to his right.
Baldy just kind of nods.
All right.
He knows what's going on. He was here first.
Okay. We move up. Okay, so we move up to
I'm
the old guy.
actually gonna take the time. I'm gonna pass him a couple. How many people are in that cage?
There's about 4 people in that cage.
Okay, I'm gonna pass them 2 rations for them to split amongst each other.
There's about 2 Durgar, a dwarf, and a very disgusted looking drow. Seems like even in jail, drow feel like they probably
Even in drow, just kind of like fuck you, the drow.
even in jail, a drow feels like he probably should be jailed with other races.
I'm still gonna let him have some of that fucking bread as long as his cellmates aren't douches about it.
They break it and hand it to him. He kind of looks at it and then takes it. Tsundere drow. So about 3 cells over, you see an old deep gnome. He's kept alone. There's no one else in his cell. Just kind of seems to be sitting there.
Hello. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Are
Question,
you
Flux. Question, Flux. As I'm hearing that, when Parn uses the magic mirror, is it like audible that we could hear the voice coming through, or is it just like
I
telepathic?
don't believe Parn's ever really used the magic mirror in a populated area with you guys. That's the big time.
I did in fact show them I opened up the mirror and showed them what was through it, but this was after the master.
I was about to say, and we saw a whole lot of nothing.
The main time you checked with him was when you were learning to jump from shadows, and that was when you were on the ship. And that was kind of everyone was doing their own thing on the ship.
Okay, so never mind.
No, and I have done it since then, but they have not seen the master. No.
Right, so never mind on that question. Yeah, we're here. Initially, we were here to try and find out what happened to the dwarves. Now we're kind of seeing this, and what the fuck? What is going on? Who exactly are these people? The ones that are doing the slaving.
Aldrin came with the first expedition. Promised to be nice to the Myconids, peaceful with them. The expedition continued for about a week, till they got to the main temple. Aldrin began saying he was a god. He knew the true path. He could bring everyone back, destroy the Empire, take back the old holds. People began flocking to him. Dwarves that had no way of hearing him began coming to the city. I didn't know millions of them, hundreds, thousands. The ones that could never have heard of him, never even known he existed, started making the pilgrimage down and somehow knew he was here, came to find him.
Are you sure? Are you sure that it was Aldrin? Because we came with him. At least me, Parn, and Sarah came down with him during the first expedition.
There were 2 dwarves that I knew from the expedition, Aldrin and Albric. Aldrin's gone crazy. I haven't seen Albric in months.
My god. Aldrin. What the fuck did you do?
And we cut to the other group.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this, and I'm doing everything I can not to use meta knowledge because I know what I'm going to do and I know how badly it's going to end up, but I don't care. All right.
Or you're my friend, cuff slap on. The fuck?
Aldrin, my friend, long live the king. He gets thrown off the rock.
Just goes back to singing "Be Prepared" with his hyena golems.
All right. We're gonna walk.
I probably would have tried this in character if I was given the option.
We're gonna walk to the front gate. We're gonna.
Okay. You get about maybe here before one of the cloaked golems turns and notices you, comes up straight up to you.
I'm going to say we are friends of Aldrin and what was his name? What was the name of the guy that actually hired us? Albric. We are friends of Aldrin and Albric. We come bearing tidings from fuck it, I'll say it.
Highmore.
We come bearing tidings from Highmore, where we were hired to originally find this place.
The golem looks at you for a good while.
I also just realized the good idea that 2 Imperial people in the party did not meet the crazy anti-imperial.
You kind of broke up a bit.
That's right.
Broke up a lot.
The golem looks at you for maybe 10, 15 seconds, saying nothing before it starts walking away.
Okay, I continue walking.
I follow
It walks down the hallway, turns back and looks at you. Waits till you catch up, and then it keeps walking over to the front of the building.
All right.
You note that there's a few other cloaked golems who've now joined your group.
Okay.
You get to the main building. There's two of the large electric golems. The small cloaked golem looks at them. The electric golems look at the cloaked golems, and then the door is opened.
Okay, and
And
I
you're
walk
led
in.
you're led into a large courtyard. You remember from the other building how these buildings are set up with interiors and then kind of staircases along the side that let you just pass along the outside up to the higher levels, and the golems start taking you up
Okay.
up one story.
Are they taking us like hands, or are they letting us walk freely?
They're letting you walk freely, but they're kind of flanking you.
Fair enough.
You feel like if kind of like when a police officer leads someone somewhere.
Yeah.
You're technically walking, but you're not walking. You're being led
Fair enough.
up the second story, up the third, and then the door. Then they take you over to the side. And you actually are now on a terrace, and you can kind of see down at the bottom shining glints of copper. You're actually overlooking the digging process.
Okay.
And you see Aldrin sitting there, kind of kneeling.
Aldrin! It's been forever. What's going on?
It's a few seconds, and then the digging process stops. The spider is stabilized, and Aldrin opens his eyes, looks at you. Oh, my friends!
Yes.
How are you doing? What are you down here for?
We were sent by Highmore. All the dwarves above have gone. We assume they came down here, and we were sent to find out what's going on.
Yeah, they've come down here. We're made a dwarven utopia down here.
You know, your golems hit us. They really didn't like us for some reason.
They're a bit automated. They don't. You can't program things to recognize friends they've never met.
What's going on?
Did you attack them?
Parn puts on his best sheet-eating grin and tries to gesture. Yeah, you know me. I thought they were guarding the door. I thought they would attack us if we didn't. So I thought, hey, we'll just knock them out and say sorry when they wake up.
But he closes his eyes as he's listening to this, and kind of seems to go kind of rigid for a few seconds, and then opens his eyes back up. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So what's going on, buddy? Last time we left you, we're really pissed off about that mercenary guy.
Oh no, it's all right. We've bygones. All previous problems have to be settled in the Dwarven Utopia. Otherwise, there's enough spats between doors where the whole thing will just break apart. So I forgave him. He forgave me. He's now a productive member of the Utopia.
Okay.
He actually nods. You can see, and you note that he's nodding at one of the larger lightning golems.
So here's the thing. Everyone above is kind of scared that all y'all left. Personally, me, I pull out my dulcimer. I put in commission to get one of these made that made minor illusions. And I got told I can't do that because the guy who did it in Highmore left. I also wanted a couple other things made, but so a Dwarven Utopia seems to step up for you. Not gonna lie.
I mean, to be honest, rightfully they should be scared that we left. We were treated like crap. No one helped defend the Dwarven holds. No one helped dwarves help each other. Not even dwarves helped other dwarves. Everyone spat and fought and quibbled. And when the Empire came, they divided and killed us all. That's why we need a
Speaking
utopia
of
to
the
fix things.
Empire,
while you guys are talking, he's actually starting to walk past you. And he's motioning for you guys to follow him.
Yeah.
He starts walking down the steps.
All right, I'll follow him. Speaking of Empire, so we found out something interesting about them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we figured out how to maybe kill one of their agents. It was an interesting process. Also, we may be on their top most wanted kill list. So that was fun.
What did you do? How'd you kill one of their agents?
We got these rods made. I can't quite remember what the spell was right now. Not gonna lie, kind of shocked about all this. And we used it on one of them by accident. Yeah, by accident, and caused a bunch of weird stuff to happen. Kind of got banished. It just he screamed out and then fell down dead. We kind of buried the body behind a bush. And
As
then,
we're walking, I'm just making a perception check to see where we're going.
He's taking you down into the canals. He's every now and then he's like, I got to show you some things of the Utopia.
um,
Stand
One more
along
than the place.
yeah, but nice to see that. What happened to what's his name? I can never remember his name. Flux.
Albert.
Happened to
Albert?
Albrecht.
Albrecht? Oh, I don't know. Albrecht seemed to have a problem with the Utopia idea. Probably something to do with him being a half dwarf. He disappeared. We've been trying to find him to call him in and let him know he can come back in, but I don't know. He went missing. We hope he's fine.
Where's the mushroom people? You know, they were really nice.
Oh, the Myconids? I don't know. We wanted to make bygones be bygones. Everything wanted to be cool. The Myconids had problems with that. They wouldn't let what's his name? What is his name?
Which person?
The shitty dwarven mercenary.
Irvin?
That
Irvin?
mercenary guy you knew, he was scared to death of them.
Yeah, they wouldn't
Irvin?
they wouldn't let Irvin come back in because apparently he attacked one of their children before. And then when we did let him in, they started a fight. They started war, and we had to take care of them. This is our land. We were here first. We left, and that doesn't mean they can just take it. This was dwarven land. This is a dwarven city. This is where dwarves were born.
That makes sense.
I mean, you at least that sucks. I don't know this particulars. I mean, honestly, we made an agreement with them, but okay. You at least stayed out of that temple, the one with the burial temple and the portal and all that stuff, right?
I mean, we did till they broke the agreement. After they broke the agreement, we saw no need to follow our end of the agreement. You guys said that was where. Remember, that was where we found the he kind of twitches kind of cracks his head at that. That was where we found the tombs. We had to figure out what was down there.
But you had an agreement with my master, like the blind guy, bald.
Yes, I remember him.
Yeah, we kind of agreed we stay out of there.
Sometimes the slate needs to be wiped clean. Both grudges, problems, and prior agreements. Dwarves have to look out for dwarves here. I can't make agreements to deep gnomes or Myconids or anyone else. Dwarves have to look after dwarves.
I mean, on our way here, we couldn't help but we rescued a little boy, a little deep. It was deep gnome, right?
Yes, Sverfnebel deep gnome.
Yeah, a little deep gnome kid. And he was said his entire village got attacked. You wouldn't be just attacking innocent or anything like that, right? I mean, I understand dwarves' priority. I mean, I'm an elf, but I don't understand my elven people at all. You already knew that. But you wouldn't be doing anything wrong, would you? I mean, you were such a righteous person, and honestly, that's why I liked you as a friend.
I have to do everything to keep my race afloat. There is active attempts to destroy us from the Empire, from others. We have to do everything to protect dwarves. Others do everything to protect themselves, and they don't get in trouble. We have to protect ourselves. They actually start.
There is a certain logic to that, and I accept that. At the same time, I mean, I have no problem if the dwarves want to stay down here, but I mean, not for nothing. We saw what you're digging. You're not planning on going to war with the surface, are you?
Not the surface, the Empire. I know at this moment he's taking you in front of a large, kind of well decorated building. He's motioned some other dwarves to move out of the way. You guys start walking down into the building.
Okay. Oh.
We have to protect our own, and the Empire is actively trying to kill us. They broke our no disagreement, no other clans to exist. The Avatar fire burned my people and crucified them. We're at war already. It's just we're finally finding the weapons to fight back. At this moment, Rogar and Sigvaldi, you note a group coming down the stairs as you're talking with the older gnome.
Can we see them, or are we only just hearing
You
footsteps?
just hear the sounds of them coming down the steps. You hear one of them talking.
I'm on instinct, just kind of duck away to the nearest little side area.
Same here.
Okay. Are you keeping your eyes watching it though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just for the record, can Parn, while he has been on his best behavior, even though he's creeped the fuck out, can I say Parn's been keeping his eyes and ears out, please?
Yes.
Yeah, everywhere we've walked, I've been looking, and I've been taking everything in, while at the same time I am being as friendly as I've been.
You've seen golems. You've seen everything. You've seen even other dwarves. They seem to be nice, cordial. They kind of as you come by, they kind of nod and smile at you, or nod at Aldrin. Everyone seems to be nice and polite.
Was there a reaction to an elf? Me.
They seemed kind of shocked for a second, but then just
They see me
polite and
talking
nice.
to
You're chilling with
Aldrin, and
Aldrin.
they're like, yeah, well, okay, whatever.
start chatting with Aldrin. He must be nice.
Aldrin, buddy, I just got one more question, and I need,
Yeah.
You do know, okay, after you left, a giant black dragon decided to attack Highmore. We stopped him, but we're gonna have to get back up there and take care of him before he burns the place to the ground.
That's perfect. We're excavating a dragon right now. We can.
Are you?
Yeah, the one. Yeah, the spider. It's digging him up. We could have him destroy your other dragon, and then destroy the Empire.
Is this dragon undead?
I mean, not for nothing. As long as you're not doing anything evil down here, I think we could probably strike up a bargain with Highmore. They seem really intent on. Oh, unfortunately, yeah. We think it's an avatar. Parn is like trying to be as vapid as he can while still keeping a serious lookout. So if I want you to imagine that, he's serious as he can be while his voice is as vapid as possible. We don't know
Okay.
if it's an avatar or not, but this fish lady, Empire trying to convince Highmore to join the Empire. They don't seem to be into it, but Highmore can't exactly tell them no, leave city, or it'd be instant war. She took us to the games, which were in the Empire. Those Empire bastards, right when we were about to win, called off the games. We were
Really?
going to be the adventure group of the entire fucking world, and they were like, "No, we got rebellion to the north. All our adventuring groups go to war." And we were stuck in a fucking labyrinth while they did that. That's when we found our new friends, and I want to time that, for that's when we see them.
I mean, hold on. I'm gonna.
Yes, you see us who specifically.
Oh, you're hiding?
Yeah, they're hiding.
Yeah, we didn't know who it was. We just heard footsteps.
Okay. Yeah, we too. Unfortunately, we went to that bar you told us to. We picked up a guy named Montaro.
Oh yeah, I remember. Hold on. As you're talking for a second, he closes his eyes.
I owed him money. How's that working?
And goes rigid for a second. Oh yeah, Montaro. I remember Montaro. I owed him money. Did you
Yeah,
collect?
he said you owed him money. I offered to pay it, your tab for him, because not gonna lie, we got paid a ton for the job of finding this place. Like, we got paid a ton. More money
then
I've
shouldn't
ever
some of that money be mine?
I
don't
mean,
he smiles. I'm just messing with you.
I mean,
I found out about that.
Barn pulls out 100 gold. I mean, if you want
He
some of it,
pushes
no
your hand
problem.
back. No, don't worry, Parn. It's okay. I've found everything I needed here.
But unfortunately, he got killed by the Empire's assassin.
That's not good. You guys are now walking down the steps. You know, the marketplace has turned a bit more dingy.
Is this the same building we were in when we camped out with the mercenary guy?
No, that was a building kind of to the south
Mhm.
for this area.
Wow. This place looks different. But yeah, no, he got stabbed twice through the chest by a shadow lance.
Oh, that's horrid. You know, now you've actually started walking past the cells. I mean, was it because of that one that you killed that you think he came? Or what's up with that?
We think the assassin. Aldrin, what's going on here?
Don't worry, these are people who have problems with the Utopia. They either rebel or they try to spread anarchy. They try to destroy what we worked hard to build.
I can't have that. Now, obviously, we're better people. We're not the Empire. We don't kill them, but we need to keep them safe and keep our population safe.
They get food and water, right?
Yeah. You know, this moment you've walked past your master's cage.
What,
these are
Aldrin?
pet
Can I wait? Can you wait 1 second? I'm sorry, buddy. And I'm
Sure.
gonna go up to the cage. What the hell are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Who are you? Is that? You need to be very careful. Or
Oh, nice talking to you. And I go right back to Aldrin.
This
No. Warning from who I consider stronger than me. Be very careful. Okay.
conversation has ended. Bird is incriminating. Goodbye.
Aldrin,
interesting.
that was my master. He was teaching me monk stuff. Can I get him, freed maybe?
no, Oh no, sorry. He committed some of the worst crimes. He attacked, destroyed the golems, tried to burn down some of our villages, tried to incapacitate the spider. We can't have that. We can't have people who try to undermine us going free.
Can I at least talk to him while he sits in his cell? You okay with that?
Yeah. He kind of points to some of the guards. He points to us. Points near the master. He actually points at. You guys are in an empty cell. You're kind of hidden in kind of one of the alcoves that haven't been turned into a cell. He actually points at the cell next to the master, and the guards go up to the cell, kind of smash against the bars, and the two deep gnomes that are inside kind of huddle in the corners, and then the guards open up the cell and take them out. Yeah, sure. Just go in here, Parn, and you can
All
talk
right,
to your master all you want.
I go into the cell.
Get in the cell, Sarah.
Pardon?
Get in the cell, Sarah.
At this point, Parn poofs behind Aldrin, and he.
The moment that happens, hold on.
I didn't get an answer to my question.
No, you did.
Oh, you did.
I said you guys hid in kind of an alcove that hadn't been turned into a full cell.
Yeah, no, and he said get in the cell. In other words, he was putting you in the cell.
No, okay. They hid in an alcove away. So imagine
No,
they're kind of
Sarah.
Yes. They cleared out the cell that was next to the master, and then told you guys to get in the cell. And then the moment you poofed, or at least you started to poof, you feel a nauseous sense, and everything except for you seems to move backwards. The world, everything around you, the walls of the cell. Sorry, no, my bad. Let me rephrase that. Everything except for Aldrin seems to move closer to him. The walls of the cell, you, Sarah, the bars, the chains, the ground, everything seems to move forward while Aldrin stays in the same place. Relatively, he has closed the distance, but he didn't move at all. You felt as if everything else moved, and your stomach is reeling from that effect, and he has immediately grabbed you on the shoulder. Just stay in
Aldrin,
the
what's
cell.
going on, buddy?
Apparently, he learns the Wardo when we're gone.
What's
I
going
told
on,
you.
buddy?
I can't brook any threats to my utopia. Those who have
But
caused
we're
problems,
not-
or those
we're
who
not-
will cause problems.
We haven't caused a problem. We're not Buddy, we came here arms open and friendship here. I feel like you.
Immediately as Rogar steps out of the cell, you see three of the dwarves, some of them that aren't holding the other prisoners, immediately pull out their swords and spears and point them at Rogar. Say, "Hey, stop!" And Arjun completely ignores you, Pawn, and looks over at Rogar.
All right, I try to walk out of the cell. Then I try to move as quickly as possible.
Okay, he currently has his hand on you and is holding you tight.
Arjun.
Acrobatics to slip his grip.
Okay. Do an acrobatics check.
I want it noted that Sigvaldi is staying hidden on the off chance that his position has now not been given away by Rogar, so he can break everyone out after everyone leaves.
Roll. 20.
Okay. You manage to slip out of his grip.
And I flip over his head with that. Basically, I'm trying to flip over his head and behind him.
Okay. As you do that, Arjun's hand points out. He's not even looking at you. He's currently focused his eyes intently on Rogar. His hand points out, and I need you to do a dex save.
Parn?
Yes.
Okay.
He's not even looking at you, but his hand points out straight at you.
Oh, I thought you said it pointed at me.
17.
The ground beneath you just kind of crumbles, and your legs are locked in.
I attempt to run.
Stop.
Arjun.
The guards start rushing after.
All right, how
after
lit is
Sarah.
it in this place?
It is not that well lit.
All right. I poof out of the ground and go to another spot.
It's going to be a hassle, aren't you?
Well, I mean, buddy, I don't want to go in the cell, and I've been nothing but nice.
I'm going to do something while this is going on as quiet as
and
possible.
Parn is at. But let me finish first. Parn at this point is going to become a distraction, and he's going to start poofing away, but making sure Aldrin sees him every single time.
I think he's looking at me right now.
Arden's looking directly at Rogar, but you note that he still seems to be talking to you, like when he says you're a hassle and stuff. And he makes a whistling motion. You start hearing the footsteps of the golems.
I'm going to
Walk
take
towards.
out the oil slipperiness that I've been holding on to, and I'm going to start quietly applying that to myself.
The moment you start doing that, the box immediately pulls you in.
So.
Well, he hides him.
What about the kid? What about the kid? No.
You note that the kid's actually been brought in too.
Oh. Okay, you know what? Sigvaldi's okay with this turn of events. This is actually better than Sigvaldi's plan. Sigvaldi's going to give the box thumbs up.
Are you trying to run out of the marketplace, Parn?
I am taking every opportunity to poof in between shadow to shadow, but I'm trying to do it in a manner that gets him to come after me.
He's not doing anything.
No, he's completely focused on me.
Jay daggers at Rogar.
I walk half the distance to him.
Okay. You know now.
Literally, it's like fucking Judge Dredd.
I take out my pony keg.
Okay, well, hold on 1 second. Sarah, did you run out of the marketplace?
Yeah.
Okay, you just booked it. Okay, Sarah, as you run out of the marketplace, you see a group of golems, multiples of them, at least two of the big ones, and three of the small ones, and three of the cloaked ones immediately start converging on the marketplace entrance, and actually flank the marketplace entrance and shut the doors.
So I'm. So
you successfully made it into the city. They don't seem to have paid any attention to you.
All right.
Did Parn make it out? Because he was trying to keep his eyes on Aldrin, but he was trying to get out too.
No, I specifically asked if you were trying to make it out. You said you were.
I was. Okay. The way I'm trying to phrase this is, I'm poofing into a shadow.
Yeah, poofing shadow to shadow, trying to draw his attention.
Yeah, I'm ducking my.
You did not say that you tried to leave. However, Parn, I specifically.
Okay, fine. I was trying to do what Nightcrawler does, where he
I know.
poofs and then ducks his head out of the cloud so they know he's there, and then poof away before they strike.
Yes, I know, but I specifically asked if you were trying to leave, and you did not say yes.
I honestly didn't understand that part then, but okay, we'll roll with it.
You got something new, Rogar.
Yeah, I do.
You get that.
Let's just say it relates to a potential goal of mine. I too seek the destruction of the Empire. Also, I hold out the pony keg. Want beer? Old time's sake.
I've found better pleasures than that. Please get in the cell, Rogar.
The one I got out of.
No, you guys were in kind of a niche. I said that multiple times.
Alright, I go back to it.
I kind of want Arjun to be saying that now.
No, it.
Alright, I
Rogar,
go.
get in the cell. Really?
Alright,
Point to the cell that he's cleared out. Get in that one, not the. What are you doing?
fine. I go into
Oh my
that
God,
cell.
He does not
Bard
have memories of you
apparently
guys being
seeing
this
that he can't
stupid.
get out, pops back into view of
Honestly-
Shit like this that sounds
That's
evil.
Rogar, and then pops back away.
I flip off Parn. Anyway, alright, as I go into that cell that he points to, I seek.
Stay there. He turns, looks at. He turns and looks at Rogar at Parn. You're really lucky that he doesn't want me to kill you. Get in the cell, Parn.
I mean, you closed
Save
the
me
door.
time. And no, I did not.
No, he was just saying that the marketplace areas are closed, so it's the external areas.
The door to leave the jail cell, to leave the jails, have been closed. The cells are still open.
How big is the opening in the area? Now, I mean, are there any windows? Are there anything?
No, this is has been turned into a jail. It is completely sealed up, except for one.
There's not
entrance.
even skylights.
No.
All right, Parn's gonna make a perception check, and his next action's gonna be determined on that roll.
Okay.
19. Do I get to see that there's no exit at all?
Yes.
Arjun, buddy, I'm gonna poof right in front of him. Arjun, buddy, I'm not gonna lie, this is not a good way to make friends. And then Parn's gonna walk into the cell.
I'm certain he knows that. He closes the cell. At this moment, Gideon steps out from the shadows and actually starts to cast the incantation that you guys know as Fireball.
Oh wait.
Okay.
And in that instant, you get the same nauseous feeling, Parn, and Rogar gets it too, as the world kind of moves, but Arjun doesn't move with it, and Arjun immediately closes the gap between him and Gideon, and just kind of grabs Gideon's hand, and lets the fireball detonate in Gideon's hand, and just blows Gideon up.
Well,
He had no memories of him. That's fine. Arjun actually starts to turn away and starts walking out of the jail cell. Stay in here. I'll come to see you soon. And
before
he
you go,
whistles yes.
before you go, may I ask one question? With who am I speaking to, specifically?
He just gets a big smile and then just keeps walking out. He whistles, and you see two of the large golems and four of the cloaked ones start to head in and are positioned right in front of your cell. And then he just leaves, and the doors are closed and locked behind him. And that's where we're going to end.
All right.
I had the biggest shit-eating grin during that entire arc talking about what he's done segment. I love what you did with Archer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. I like the fact that I got to talk with him for so long. I knew this was going to end up with us in jail. From the first thing in that chamber, I knew this was going to be a no. You're going in jail one way or the other. Personally, I can't stand D&D and jail at the same time. But
Look, we're in the Elder Scrolls right now.
yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be jail. I knew there was no choice, but I wanted to. Parn's not gonna go quietly. He's gonna make every opportunity to get the fuck out.
I'm glad Arjun finally woke into stand though.
Mm-hmm. Gotta admit, I was hoping that me mentioning about wanting to destroy the Empire as well would have at least not led to going to jail. But
Up until I saw his flux match in the Black Soul bit, I was like, there might be one thing that could lead to Sigboldi not wanting to cut this man's head off, and that
Yeah,
would be him
I
agreeing
thought
to let
maybe-
everybody go to the surface that he has in prison and
I
going
was-
about his business. But that would have been the only thing Sigboldi would have been like, yeah, no, that's okay.
I was kind of hoping that this was a case of, yeah, we can just kind of talk him into helping out, and maybe they.
No, I have my theories on what's going on here, and it was totally that he would have done.